What's up, y'all? This is Donovan, aka Knowledge, and this is New Wave Shop Talk.
You feel me?
Take one, Tony.
Take
I
one
taught him.
time.
Take
What?
one, Timmy.
Tony.
Can't say
Hey,
Tony.
what's up? What's
I
up?
taught him well. I taught him
Take
well.
one, Timmy, not Tony.
I was a little high on mine.
Okay. It's
I was a little
okay.
high,
All right,
you know.
nigga, y'all know we filming, right? All right.
Okay.
Welcome, man. This is New Wave Shop Talk. Hey, check this out, man. I went and counted all the episodes, man. This is episode 179. You know what I'm saying?
Well.
I'm the host, Dina Boy Juice, and to my right, we got...
Your boy Swaggy D. How y'all doing tonight?
Yes. And to my left, we got...
It's the FLAWC double E to the B, man.
I'm going from right to left, so to my other right, we got...
Oh, we got Tony Test in the building. You know what it is.
Yes. And last but definitely not least, we got...
No, we got two more people. But it's Nia Sutherland.
We got two more
in the
people?
beat. One more, two, me and then him.
That nigga introduced himself at the
Oh,
beginning.
you're right. I forgot. I'm Nia
Yeah, see?
Sutherland up in the building. Thank you.
Yeah.
I had a couple drinks before.
Yeah, you feel me? We got to get her caught up on how we do things around here now. You know, she was missing in action with work and stuff like that. You know what I'm
He
saying?
had obligations.
Yeah, she had obligations. You know what I'm
I
saying?
did.
Shout out to Pasadena Sean, other obligations. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
He about to
sir.
be a married man. Did I say that on camera? Yeah, fuck it. Shit, he gonna say it. So, you know, he about to be a married man. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's why his absence is, you know, right here, right now. But like I say, man, we stopped doing all the how y'all doing and all of that, man. We're gonna get into the basis of why we here and where the fuck we at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We
boy.
at, what's the name of the shop, Swag?
The name of the shop.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
Well,
you
Give him a
know,
rundown of
you know,
where we sitting in.
Yeah, we got a new shop. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is gonna be this is the next wave. You know what I'm saying? New Wave Part 2. So you know what I mean? We in a new building.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
We
Yes,
expanding,
sir.
doing bigger things. You know,
Congratulations.
trying to make it happen. So that's where we at.
Congratulations, man. It's a beautiful shop.
Thank you.
You know, it's blacked out. You know what I mean? I know the
Very
ambiance looks
nice.
great.
Very
You
nice.
know, and shit, man. We happy that, you know, everything's happening for you. Things is moving forward like you want them to go. You know what I mean? And shit, mostly, well, let's see, we 3 out of the 6 got on black. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
We dressed for the occasion.
oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We dressed for the occasion.
Yeah.
Except
Had
my
to
boy,
bust
he
out
brought the
some
shit
white.
out the back of the
Right.
Sergio Zucchini or Zucchini.
Ain't nobody got that. Ain't nobody got that.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody got that,
You
Fluffy.
want that, nigga? You gotta
Ain't
go on
nobody got that.
StockX. You know what I'm saying? So, Swag,
right.
tell us like a little bit about the shop. Like, you don't have to tell us like how you acquired it and stuff like that, but how do you feel in the new location, and how long have you been here right now?
Well, I've been here a week now. You know, it's been a smooth transition, and you know, I feel great. I feel good. I feel good about it. You know, we're moving in a positive direction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, here in this community, after everything that's went through, you know, I feel blessed. You know, people have been blessing me, and I'm just thankful. You know, to be able to, you know, to expand. You know, get bigger, make New Wave a franchise. You know what I mean? Hopefully down the road we can have more shops. You know what I mean? That's the goal. You know, and we can keep it going.
Yes, sir.
Keep the New Wave Shop Talk going. You know what I mean? I'm thankful. Thank you guys for being here and being consistent and being on the show. You know what I mean?
Sir.
Definitely,
Thank you,
definitely.
guys.
Any like roadblocks in the way for like you to be able to franchise, like, you know, because, you know, you started at the shop when we first started the first episode. You know, we did the Young Thug, and you know what I'm saying? You remember our first episode?
Oh,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? We went from there to the next shop, and then we had shit, maybe 100 and some episodes there, and then this is our first episode here. So tell us a little bit about the transition from the first shop to now. This is the third location.
Yeah, that is true though. This
You know
is,
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now that you say
Nigga,
that,
I'm an interviewer, nigga.
damn,
Hello,
yeah, for
hello.
real. You keeping up on it.
You know what I'm
This
saying?
is the third shop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, right, if we still had that location, you know what I mean, we'd be three.
3D.
You know what I'm saying? 3 deep. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Definitely.
No Diddy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 3 deep. But
Yeah,
tell us about the transition.
Oh yeah, man, it's been a smooth. It's been some bumps in the road. I ain't gonna say it's been a smooth transition, but there's been some hurdles that we had to overcome. Because when I first opened New Wave back in 2000, what was it? Damn, 2018. 2018 was when I first opened up, and that was like right when the pandemic had hit.
Right.
So
Right before, yeah.
right before the pandemic has hit. A couple months later, the pandemic hit, and we was able to keep it going through the pandemic. Then we moved to the shop, another location down there, down the hill. You know what I mean? And then we got the fires coming in. The eating fire. You know what I mean? That was another hurdle we had to overcome.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So this new location, this is just a blessing in disguise. Everybody coming through, you know what I mean, blessing. So I'm just thankful, that we all are able to keep it going, because I'm not just doing this for me. I'm doing this for all of us. I want us all to be successful in life, and you know what I mean. I'm not just doing this for Dwight. I'm not a selfish guy. I want all of us to be successful and strive. You know what I mean? Because I want to be able to help all you guys out. If I ever become a multi-millionaire, I'm gonna make sure I look out for y'all. Whatever y'all dream is, I'm gonna make sure I look. What you want? What is your dream? What do you want to put in? I'm gonna put whatever you want. I'm gonna put some money up on whatever your dream is. Yours, everybody in this room. I'm gonna make sure I look out for y'all. So that's why I want New Wave to succeed to a higher level, so I can be able to bless everybody around me. Exactly. I want to see the people around me happy, just like I want to be happy.
Amen.
That's the way I think. I'm not a selfish guy.
Oh yeah, we know that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
So no wonder why you get mad at the niggas getting rich and getting richer, huh?
Yeah, he does.
Right.
Like y'all ain't giving back.
You know what I'm saying? I always talk about this. You know what I mean? But y'all be calling me a hater. Oh, you hating on that man? I'm not hating. I just want people to look back. Just pay it forward. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I'm on social media, I always hashtag pay it forward. I know I be trolling people's page and talking shit to them, but I want them to do right.
For real.
Hell yeah.
No matter what type of, if you're an actor, ball player, you're an athlete, look out. Don't forget the community you came from. Look out for your people.
Yeah, facts.
And that's how you get your blessings in life. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
So let's give an example, right? So like say the shop, you get 6 shops. They all blow up. You making $300,000 a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna say Tony, because that's your right hand, right? We're gonna say Donovan wants to open up 96 Reasons, right?
Right.
And you help him out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you gonna film that and be like, this is what I'm doing for Donovan?
No,
Damn Skippy.
no, I'm not. I'm not gonna film it. I'm not gonna put it out there like that.
The reason why I ask that is because when we look at celebrities and stuff like that, just because they don't film it and they don't let it be known what they doing doesn't mean they doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because most athletes, you very seldom get an athlete that's out there balling that came from a mansion. You know what I'm saying? Most of these people came from the projects. This is their way out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you came from a third world country. They came from the dirt, the slums. So they looking out for they crew, they immediate people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really think that we could say that nobody's doing nothing for nobody, because we already talked about the tax write-offs that they must have to make all this money so they don't owe the government. You know what I'm saying? So people do give back. It's just that they don't want to be like on social media giving back. You know what I'm saying? But I do understand what you're saying. I just want to say that, you know, people do be giving that back, but they just,
I knew
you know
that
what I'm
was the
saying?
point you was gonna get to.
Yeah.
'Cause,
So,
I mean,
you
a
know.
lot of people don't want to
Yeah,
be
definitely.
put out there on blast.
Because if I need 100,000, nigga, I don't want you to put me on social media. Like, oh, I gave this nigga 100 bands.
right, look out for Juice. I gave him 100,000.
You know what I'm saying?
That's too much information.
Look,
much
sign the
information.
paper.
Yeah, on
Sign
the
the
real.
papers.
Shit, let me sign it right now. I'll get the first 100. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm gonna get a studio for you and Flossy B so y'all can get them. I want them albums to be platinum. All right.
On the real.
Thank you.
Oh, man, just go get us mustard.
Yeah.
We'll take care of the rest.
Take care of the rest.
We'll
Okay.
take care of the rest.
Go get DJ Mustard.
We'll record that shit in I ain't gonna say what car. We'll record that shit in a Bronco.
Thank you.
Okay.
That
for
OJ
sure.
was in, nigga. It don't matter where we
That's it.
recorded that, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Shit.
The
But
first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get y'all a studio.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Tony Touch gonna get his barbershop. He gonna get 96 Reasons. You know what I mean? Nia gonna get her. What do you want, Nia? Hair salon? What you want? What's your goal in life?
She wanna travel.
That's all.
That's all she
That's
wants.
Okay, you want to travel the world?
Yep. Yep.
I see, because you've been
Do
doing
a
a lot
little
of
bit of
traveling
hair and
lately.
travel.
Yeah, a little bit of hair, and I want to travel.
You think you could do hair on the road?
Yeah, most definitely.
Most definitely, like a traveling nurse, but you traveling doing hair. That's some dope shit. That's a dope ass concept. Like nigga, in a city near you, you know how these little trucks be pulling up, be like, oh, I'm gonna be on Lake in Washington. Oh, I'm gonna be on Washington and Hill. Nigga be like, nigga, I'm gonna be in St. Louis doing hair for 2 weeks. Pull up, charging charging women $300. You know what I'm saying, for some straight backs.
Yeah.
That was me and you talking earlier, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
$300. There you
Charging
go.
them the most.
Got to.
Y'all niggas can jump in, man. I mean, you know, we talking about the shop. You know, just ask this fool, you know what I'm saying? Anything y'all want to ask him.
Man, I just want to say, man, congratulations. You know what I'm saying, Swag? I've been knowing you for a long time, man. And definitely happy to see, you know, what you accumulated, man. So just keep up the good work. You're a solid dude. You look out for a lot of people, man. And that's the reason why I believe you continue to, you know, receive the blessings that you do, man. So, you know, just keep doing you, Swag. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of you,
Well, I
man.
appreciate that.
Like I said, you know, I know you
appreciate that.
definitely had some things you had to overcome, some adversity you know, recently overcome. So, yeah, so, you know, just be that example because that's what's needed out here. You know what I'm saying? More positive examples and, you know, people seeing that, hey, this is my boy, and if he's able to do it, then I can do it. You know, because that's the thing. You know, a lot of individuals be on, and it just doesn't seem like you can obtain what they obtain because you're not, you know, in a arm's reach of them. You know what I'm saying? But when you got somebody that you know that's successful, you know what I mean, that could definitely be motivation. So just keep up the good work, man.
Definitely,
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah, congratulations, player.
All right,
You know, you moving on up, man. That's
right.
good, man.
Like the Jeffersons. That's
Yeah,
what I'm trying to do.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
He just ain't got the hairstyle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
I want to say this
Weezy
is
just left.
technically the fourth shop.
This is what?
The fourth shop.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
because they moved next door.
That little bitty.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Dang, you right about
This
that.
is the
Nia. I
fourth
forgot all about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Definitely
Yeah,
the
moved to
fourth
that little
one.
small spot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that on that part, I'm gonna piggyback off of Flossie. Man, all I can say is what I've been seeing from day one, me coming up to New Wave. Your goal, your ambition to make everybody better. That's what I like. You know what I'm saying? And even through the people taking advantage of you, we're not gonna say no names. But at the end of the day, you still overcome that and still stay the person that you are and being given and still helping. You know what I mean? And to see you come from the fires and walking around in the shop, because I had to see this shit. You know what I'm saying? You walking in and just gone, like, you know, like your dog died or something like that. But to see you come from that and bounce back to another shop and another place to live, and where you at right now, and that's all materialistic stuff. The cars and all that, but you got everything back. You know, we say stuff is materialistic, but we say the stuff is materialistic because it's easy to get it back. And you're a true example of that. I got it back just like that. So all I got to do is say is I'm proud of you. You did it. You continuously do it, and you got more endeavors that you want to do. You help other people. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you. That's all I got to say. I'm proud of you.
Oh,
Man,
thank
you
you.
a solid
Oh,
dude.
yeah. I appreciate you, Tony.
I don't want to say shit because his head can be getting too
Appreciate
big.
y'all.
Tone always talking about piggybacking, right? So I'm gonna piggyback off something Tone said, but not really piggybacking. But you know, when like Tone just said, you know, people using you and stuff like this. Like me personally, the using situation, right? We all use somebody.
Yeah, so
You know what I'm saying? We all use somebody, right? So it's always a blessing to be used.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So when you can be used, that means somebody is looking at you for not a hindrance, but a helping hand.
I agree.
You know what
with
I'm
you.
saying?
Being used and taken advantage of is two different things.
It definitely is, but they both, well, shit, used. But you being used, you being taken advantage of.
But
You know what I'm saying?
But your whole intentions was just to help.
Yeah, your intentions is pure.
Pure.
It's not yours.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
other
Theirs.
people's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, if regardless what their intentions are, we are here in a position to be used. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing. Why? Because we looking at somebody else that's maybe doing better, and we gonna use them. Maybe it's for knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Donovan. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's for knowledge. Maybe it's for fucking shit. What am I trying to say?
We don't know.
I know what you're talking about. I get you. I get what
But
you're saying.
you know what I'm saying?
Inside
We
feedback.
we gonna use
Resources.
somebody for their knowledge. We gonna use them maybe for credentials or
Yeah.
anything like that to further what we got going. And then people that's under us gonna use us to get where they trying to go. And then hopefully we can all meet at that round table at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
that's using
people-
each other in
it's
a
always to be-
positive
Well,
way.
I
I
feel
feel
not
like
in a
people,
negative.
people come in
get
your
what I'm
life.
Yeah.
People come in your life for a reason. Everybody's in your life for a reason. It might some might be positive, some might be negative, but you have to, you know what I mean, you have to know how to acknowledge it and balance it. That person might be in your life to show you some negativity. This person might be in for some positivity, but you got to know how to, you know,
differentiate the two
right.
Yeah.
and deal with
So-
both of them accordingly.
That's
Definitely.
how I feel. I truly feel the people are in our lives for a reason.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. That's
Whether
right.
it's to help you or to show you that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, sir.
For sure, man. Well, shit, man. We out here in LA, and y'all know what's going on, man. We got the ice raids going on. You know, we got people protesting in damn near every city. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Because they people getting snatched up. You know, me personally, I feel like, and I probably done talked to most of the people in here about, you know, this type shit, because it's been going on for a minute. You know what I mean? It's like, y'all had time. We got a person right here that's a prime example of being over here illegally, and in his later years, he went and got his citizenship. You know what I'm saying? So people can't tell me that y'all can't do the same thing. They had programs, which was a 5-year program to get your citizenship. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, or, you know, I'm looked at as like, oh, you with them. No, it's not that. It's just that we go through our everyday life doing the same thing, instead of doing what's going to keep us here.
Handling
Keep
our
it where you
business.
at.
You know what I'm saying?
Handling
like,
your
shit,
business.
you could be
And
working
keep you
at
growing.
at Home
handling
Depot. You could be
business.
working in the garment district.
Right.
You could be working at any of these places. You can take off one day a week to go to these classes, to go get your citizenship, to make sure that you're going to be here for your family. Because most people, they done have families. They done been here so long, they done have families.
Right.
Y'all getting our health care. Y'all getting a whole lot of stuff that's free for y'all, but it's hella hard for us to get it. I can't go down to Medi-Cal. They told me I got to pay them like $1,300 to get some fucking Medi-Cal. You know what I'm saying? But y'all working under the table. I hate to, get my views on this, but it's like y'all working under the table to get all this free shit.
Right.
But people that's out here living like they supposed to live and making money on paper, now we looked at like we got money. We ain't got no money. We're in the same position y'all in.
Exactly.
But nobody knows how much y'all making.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Like we'll get around to it. We're gonna go to you, Flossie B. What you feel about the ICE raids
Yeah, man.
and the protests?
I feel it's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? In regards to the protests, you know what I'm saying? Just be peaceful. That's the thing. You know, they called in the National Guard, the Marines, and all this extra shit because they're anticipating and they're wanting you to, act unruly. You know what I'm saying? So they can use that as an example as far as the reason why they have to, come with the particular force that they feel is allotted or needed to handle the situation.
Right now they're
So-
using rubber bullets. Next thing is gonna be is lethal.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. But like I said, you can't be out here, throwing shit at the police. You can't be throwing shit at the National
Getting
Guard,
shot
the
at,
feds,
yeah.
shit.
But is it going to be
But,
legal?
but see, that's the
Lethal?
problem.
Is
No,
it gonna be
it's going to
lethal?
lead to that because the thing is like now
Right now
it's
it's
like
rubber bullets.
premeditation. Niggas is putting concrete in bottles, throwing concrete bottles at them and shit.
Rocks.
Shit like that.
All kind of
See,
stuff.
that's premeditation. So now, like, you gotta understand, like, especially like the local PDs. Like the local PDs are going to be understanding, nigga, to a certain point
Mm-hmm.
because they understand, nigga, some of their people might be illegals. So they gon', and for the most part, the local PDs, like throughout all this shit, they've been very cordial. They've been telling them we down here to protect your First Amendment right. We not tripping off you protesting, just no violence. But you got motherfuckers out there acting unruly. They throwing firecrackers at the horses and shit. They doing all kind of extra shit. Throwing rocks and big ass concrete
Tripping over
bricks
there,
and shit
yeah.
on the
Freeway.
cruisers and
Yeah.
Setting
police
cars
and
on
shit
fire.
on
Yeah.
fire. That come on me.
Remind me of the '92 riots a little bit,
Yeah.
except they ain't looting yet.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
and then
that's
they
the only
kicked
thing
in
that's
the
missing.
T-Mobile and
The only thing that's missing.
the
You ain't
Jumpman. They
lying.
kicked in the T-Mobile and the Jumpman, so they did
The Jumpman
that.
I go to on Broadway.
Man, they did that.
Why wasn't I
they had
there?
them- man, who you telling? Nigga, they had them kicks, nigga. They was
Shit.
all in the street. Nigga, it was kicks everywhere.
620
And
North
they hit the
Broadway.
T-Mobile.
No,
Yeah,
South
That's your
Broadway.
spot.
South
You go there,
they
you
hit
get
the
kicks.
T-Mobile.
Hell yeah, I go there all the time. I go there like twice a week just to see what they got.
Really?
Hell yeah.
So they told
All
that
they sell
shit
is
up.
Jordan.
They tore that shit up. You see what I'm saying? So, but
Yeah,
like I
I feel you.
said, it's unfortunate because as far as our particular state, we already know when it comes to immigration, how our state feels and where we land. Which is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, at the same
A
time,
little lenient.
yeah,
Yeah.
very, very,
Uh-huh.
not a little very, but that's the reason why our state is the way that it is as well, though.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, as far as tapping into the resources and kind of absorbing the resources that should be utilized for all of us, I definitely understand that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
definitely.
And that's everybody. And that is, like I said, and like when we talk about immigrants and immigration, especially in California, like the first thing that's kind of assumed that it's always Latinos. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. It's a lot of immigrants here from a lot of different places. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a lot of
So-
different flags that was being flown.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's just like, so let's not just, make that stereotypical, aspect of it just because we right next to Mexico. That's understandable, you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing and the issue too, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not just one particular group, it's all the groups. But
Right.
that's the problem.
It's not just Hispanics that
Yeah,
are
that-
illegals.
exactly.
That's what
No.
people fail to realize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
People
that's
come
the
from
problem.
all different type of the world.
But
Yeah.
they tapping into our resources, so us, as far as real people from Cali, it makes it even harder for us.
That's how we the most targeted. In his eyes, he heard what he said, Donald Trump. I'm targeting just California.
Yeah, I'm like, why is it
And
not? Why is this not going on in different
it's-
parts of the
it's going
country?
on- It's going on in other places.
Why it's not
Trust
going
me,
on in New
Chicago-
York?
No,
In
it's
New
going
York.
on in Chicago. Different.
I went to
it's
New
going
York.
on
It's
in
so
different
many. It's so
places.
But
many
he's
immigrants over there.
Yeah.
But
I
he's
seen
just
more
now
immigrants than I
doing
seen anything.
But
It's
listen,
not
it's going
just-
on in other places.
You're not gonna be
though.
privy
Why they
for the
fucking-
ICE raids. You don't know where the ICE raids is happening. The ICE
No.
raids is happening all through
Yeah.
across America.
If you
Everywhere.
turn on the
After the
news, it's
fact.
only California.
No.
We're in
that's right
California.
now.
We're in
We are in
California.
It's been
California,
going on
so it's a
everywhere, Swag.
hotbed right
Everywhere.
now.
They've been hitting them everywhere, bro. Like trust, everywhere. Not
Well,
just
how come it ain't been
It's
on the
just-
news? How come it
it's
ain't been
just-
televised?
It has been. Like when they hit Chicago, that shit was big, nigga. They tore Chicago up. They had nigga, it was nigga. You could hear a spider fart, nigga, downtown Chicago. Certain spiders, and nigga, it was like niggas scarce. They had niggas in the house. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, it's not just. But
No,
but
I think
I'm
they're
just
targeting.
saying,
Trump
man,
is targeting in
What I'm
California.
No, he's
saying is,
not.
no, it's been different. He has a plan. Somebody then fed this nigga some water. You know what I'm saying? And now
And
he just
and
fluent.
he's
So
definitely
he just-
targeting the Democratic states because
No,
he
it's
knows.
just, yeah,
because
but
he
it's
knows-
certain states he hidden. He's doing it. I don't know what his reasoning is, but he's doing it for a reason because there's certain states he's hitting. Like he's hit that state, then he hit that state, then he hit the, and the shit has been on the news. So I'm just telling you. So like I said, now it's just our turn. You know, but he say the best for last. You know what I'm saying? That nigga want to really show up when it comes to California because he hates California's guts, even though he made the majority of his money out here.
Real quick. So he's targeting California, what y'all say right now. But it was only 44 arrests. Like, get that through y'all heads. It was only 44 arrests.
No, I heard it was. You have to Google that. I heard it was 100 and something.
Well, yes,
It's
as
more than 40.
of Friday when it started.
Okay, but
This
I'm
is
saying,
why it popped off.
before I came up here, they announced that it was 100 and something.
Yeah, probably now.
Yeah.
Probably now. But we're not talking about the protests or nothing like that. We're just talking about ICE.
Immigrants.
So
that they
immigrants,
snatched
it was
up.
only 44 arrests that they made. And this is what popped it off. Because they was doing shit downtown where I go to the garment district and all of that. They was pulling motherfuckers out of work and all of that. You're like, nigga, you getting arrested. And what happens is, it's like, okay, when something happened to black people, you know, man, you gonna do some shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like some George Floyd shit
Right.
or it's like the Rodney King shit.
Right.
Them was like the last two that was like super, super big.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as far as like 44 immigrants, it's like, okay, now all of this is happening. So like he was just saying, he don't see all of that stuff on the news, and people like him don't see all that on the news. So it makes that seem like
he's
it's
targeting
targeting,
California. Yeah.
but it's really not. But it's like it was only 44 arrests. This is something that other races do. They get together. We don't.
Right.
When it comes to our rights and our shit, it's not the 70s and the 60s no more.
Right.
So these people like, oh, nigga, it ain't my house, it ain't my family. So they not dealing with it. But other people's like, shit, that could happen to me. And that's how we should feel. I hate to bring it to
was
some
black
race shit.
people down there.
Yeah, but I mean, is that our cause?
No, but I'm just saying that now you're right. But the thing is, but like you said, in certain situations, people have come to our aid, like with the George Floyd shit. We watched that.
There's Black Lives Matter people down there. You know that, right?
There was a lot of
Black Lives Matter.
other people
Black
that
Lives
wasn't
Matters down
black,
there
that wasn't
protesting.
Black, you know what I'm saying? That
Black
was out
Lives
there
Matter
with
is
us.
down there.
No,
Because
I'm just saying that as well.
there's also the ban. Don't forget about the ban. There's the travel ban right now about
Right.
all these different countries.
Right.
You gotta have a visa.
You know what I'm
To go
saying?
places now.
Right.
They want you
And,
to have a
so
visa.
I was listening to this lady on the news earlier today. She's from Black Lives Matter. She's like, all these countries that they're traveling are you know what I mean, African American countries that they're, you know what I mean, Muslim countries that they have the travel ban on. So,
Travel ban for them to come here or us to go there?
No, for them to
Wow.
come
I'm
here.
here.
It's
Okay.
For them to come here, they can't fly. They
Here.
can't fly here.
Okay.
So
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, he put it's like there's a no fly and then there's like a
Restricted type
I
shit.
think it's both ways. You're not allowed to go there either.
No,
You're not allowed to go there, and they can't come here.
Right, exactly. But what I'm saying is, it's like 13 countries and 7 of them have the no fly, and the remaining have like restrictions. So, but like I said, that's
a lot
they
of
do that
countries.
shit, nigga, to make money.
13.
See, they put this shit in one hand like this, but on the back end they doing some other shit. You see what I'm saying? All that is a money move. Everything that Trump does, nigga, is to make paper. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
And there's a
that shit
reason
is all
why
that shit is all
that
business.
nigga put that travel ban in like that is because he wants his peoples to eat on the ass end over here. Then you're gonna start seeing the market and shit fluctuate again and all that shit from that travel ban shit because now there's certain goods and all that shit that we would normally get from those countries. Now they may not have tariffs on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of putting tariffs on the nigga, we're gonna put a travel ban. So that means nothing's flying
Coming through.
in and out, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
So then his boys can sit over here, whatever it is they
Is China one of them countries?
No.
It's nah.
Is
Because I
Russia-
ordered some shit from China, it still ain't came.
Oh no, it's just
No,
nigga,
China's
the
done.
tariffs. I think China's
Shit.
getting hit with the tariffs.
They getting hit with the tariffs, but shit, I paid the tax.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
so-
saying?
But long story short, that's what that shit is, man. Like that shit's just a play for some money. Trust and believe.
What you feel about that, Nia? I know you're real strong about it.
Real strong.
Thank you.
Couldn't wait to hear your opinion.
This isn't just happening out here, even in America. This is happening everywhere.
Right.
So everywhere, if people don't have their shit together, they don't have their paperwork together, they are being deported. There
Snatched
are
up.
Americans snatched up.
Snatched up.
But my thing is, where is all this like devastation for when black men are snatched up out of their homes
Right.
in front of their children? Like when the police come raid their homes.
Exactly.
Like, where's all that devastation at? Like, these people have done something illegal. Even though you want to say it's small, it's just like, okay, my example is you get a ticket. You get a traffic ticket. They send you something in the mail that you need to come to court. You missed your court date. You need to come. Then they put a warrant out for your arrest. If you don't follow this, then guess what? You're going to be driving one day. Your kids are in the car. You're going to be snatched up and taken to jail because you didn't handle your paperwork. It's the same thing. The only thing that's different is this administration decided to enforce it. But you've known for 40, 50 years that
This was
you needed to
illegal.
take care of this visa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a client.
Before Trump even came
Before
around.
Trump even came, you were getting paperwork because that's what they do. They flood your mailbox with paperwork. So you got those mails. You chose to ignore it because of for whatever reason, and now you gotta go. You gotta go until you can pay. You should have paid. Well, now you gotta go, and you can come back illegally like you did before, but you gotta go. Like, it's what it is. I have a client whose son is in Australia right now, and his visa expired. And like with visas, sometimes they have like age limits. So his visa expired due to age. So instead of him coming back to America and filing his paperwork so he can go back, he wants to stay and get deported. You get deported, you can't go back. Like,
Exactly.
why waste that? Go back and do the proper steps to come back. Like, it's not that serious. And then just the way they're rioting, like, you're just proving the point.
Right.
You're criminals, you're destroying our country. Like, you're causing a ruckus. Like, you're not doing anything that's making anybody feel sorry for you. Like,
Right.
do what you have to do to handle your business. You're doing this free. It's immigrants here who are paying for that. They have to pay taxes. They have to pay like all of this. They can't get food. My daughter is a college student, works part-time, and only gets $23 in food stamps. They come over here and get $200, $300, $1,000, up to $1,000 in food stamps. And my daughter is a student who is not only paying for her classes, but working part-time.
Right.
And she makes too much money.
But see, it's not only Mexicans though.
It's not, I didn't say Mexican.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not
I
just
didn't
saying.
say
You said that. I'm
Mexicans,
just
I said
saying it's
immigrants.
Armenians, it's
It is.
Chinese.
It's the
Because
Polish people.
if you go to
Africans, it's
Glendale, if you
everybody.
go to
It's
Glendale right
everybody.
now, it's more scamming going on in Armenians
Yeah.
than it is Mexicans.
Yes.
The only reason why we're harping on Mexicans is just because that's our demographic.
There
I'm
you
not
go.
harping
We're
on
not-
Mexicans.
but no, I'm
saying
talking about,
immigrants,
like- And then there's
but
And I
more-
wouldn't
on
even
the
say
news.
I wouldn't even say harping on Mexicans, but like as far as our everyday life, we're around Mexicans.
That's because just
So
That's
more
true.
because we
Mexicans
see
than
more of
Armenians
them.
That's
and,
true.
like,
We see more than them.
Africans. So like
That's
we
true.
know who they're talking about when they're talking
Exactly.
about immigrants. Like
Yeah.
That's
it's
just
not
a
a
stereotype.
yeah,
It's
we're
just
not
a
no, but we're not.
California.
Yeah, we're not even, and we're not even trying to be rude about it. It's just that's our demographic. Shit,
That's
it's a
what
bunch
we
of illegal
see.
Mexicans,
In
you feel me?
Pasadena,
Like,
yeah.
especially in Pasadena,
Yeah.
LA,
Yeah.
Southern
Yeah.
California.
Yeah,
you feel me?
definitely.
So you know, it's not
Because
like
if you
that
do the
we-
ratio of Mexicans in California,
That
how
are
many-
illegal.
that's it. I'm just talking about period.
Period, okay.
Legal, legal or illegal, not illegal. They're the most dominant race in California.
That's true. That's true.
They're like 80 to our what? 90 to our what?
50.
50?
40.
40?
Yeah.
So that's like he said, like Donovan said, that's all we see
hmm
every time you go somewhere.
Even in the jobs that they claim we
The
don't
jobs
want.
too. See, the
It's
streets
like
from you now is the streets, the
construction
job,
jobs,
construction,
construction jobs. Black
everything.
people can't get
Like he
construction
said, that's
jobs.
all we see is Mexican.
I tried to get a job at McDonald's. I couldn't even get a job at McDonald's.
they can pay them under
Because
the
you didn't
table,
speak
right?
the language.
I do speak
And
the
and,
language.
and I don't have
Yo
nothing.
hablo español.
No, I'm gonna jump in. I don't have nothing against.
Konnichiwa.
You crazy.
Konnichiwa is hilarious.
And I don't have.
I don't speak Japanese.
I don't. I'm just gonna wait till you when you done. I'm gonna speak on it too.
I'm sorry. Say what you were saying.
I don't. I have a daughter that's mixed with Mexican. That's Hispanic. But I totally agree with what you're saying because you got to do what Dwight did. You got to go get that paperwork.
Right.
Make sure you do your homework to make sure you don't get deported. And what you're saying is none of them is doing that. They just pulling out hot dog stands and pulling out fruit things and saying, okay, this is what we're going to do.
Because they were so used to not, like you said, nobody was enforcing
Forcing
it. So
it.
they was like cool with it.
Cool with it.
But the thing
got used
about
to
it
that.
too
They got used
is
to it. Yeah, they got comfortable.
with California, they made it so easy. Like
They make it comfortable for
It's
them.
been black people who have been selling food on the side of the street or selling plates out of their homes, but they had to get the right paperwork in order to sell
To
the
do
food
it.
because they were shutting them down.
Exactly.
Then all of a sudden, like a couple years ago, because we have
Right.
so many immigrants, you don't even need that paperwork
Yeah,
anymore.
you
You
don't
don't
need-
even need.
Oh,
a
like it
permit.
happened out
You
here.
can pull your hot
You don't
dogs
even
out
need
right
to
here on the
see
It's a
curb,
taco
right here.
stand on Woodbury. It's a taco
Taco
stand on
stand on
Woodbury
in
and
the
Farrell.
gas
It's a
station.
taco stand right across the street from the 98 cent
Yeah.
store. It's a taco stand on Lincoln.
We couldn't do
They
that.
all in cahoots.
Yeah,
They
we
all in
couldn't
cahoots.
do
They
that.
We
everywhere.
couldn't do that. We can post up in the gas station,
Not
put
at
up
all.
a tent and all that.
You see,
Not
they
at
took
all.
over the street
Not
right
without a
there. If you was
permit?
black right there on Woodbury, oh, they'd have been shut that
The
down.
city
you
is
selling,
gonna
barbecue?
Shut that the fuck
Yeah,
down.
you selling barbecue and all that shit, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Oh, but you're
No.
selling
Fried
tacos. Let me get
fish, you
3
can't do that.
carne
Yeah.
asadas,
Yeah.
some chicken.
Yeah, you can't.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Coin
it's
Salads
like,
is cool though. The sheriff's gonna pull up and the police gonna
Yep.
pull up and get burritos
Yeah,
and
they
coin
are.
salads
Sure.
for 'em.
yeah, they
Y'all get
are.
out the way.
They
They ain't gonna ask you for no
tacos.
permits.
No.
They got a commercial going on right now that says
They
what
want a
you
hot
need
dog
to
with the
do
bacon
is
wrap.
go back to your country, file the right paperwork, and come back legally. Or if we catch you doing the shit illegally, you ain't never coming back.
Yeah.
Right.
And they said this before they started the ICE raids.
Right.
I just seen a commercial today, and that shit been going on the last 8-9 months.
Thank you.
Like before Trump came in. No, matter of fact,
No, the first
Right
time
when
he
he
came
soon as he
in,
came
right?
in.
He was the first time he came in, he was tripping.
but he didn't do nothing. Only thing he was worried about was the wall at the border. That was his. He was
But at
talking
that
Building
there.
the
time,
He
wall.
wasn't they
snatch
doing
y'all.
sweeps and shit at that time too? Wasn't
No.
ICE doing sweeps in
No,
2016?
No,
the
they
sweeps
wasn't
were
doing
before
sweeps
then.
right then.
The sweeps were before then. You know when the biggest raid, biggest immigration deportation was during Obama's
Obama
administration.
When they had all them kids in cages.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
yeah,
remember
okay,
that.
okay.
The
That
Obama
was
administration.
the biggest
Yeah, I remember that.
deportation. They were even
yeah, I
coming to
remember
the prisons when they thought they were being released, picking them up and deporting and
Or
putting
them, I
them right
remember.
to the
Well,
holding
they've been
cell.
doing that for a while. I done been
But
locked
they've been
up with-
releasing them though.
No, I've been locked up with people that did a crime, and as soon as they got done with their sentence, it was
Got
release
deported.
date, and they got picked up and they got deported that day. But the trip part about it is they don't get deported that day.
No.
They go sit in another jail for another 6 weeks to
Yeah.
6
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
And then they deported,
deported.
you know, because a lot of these people they get in there and they try to file paperwork to fight for asylum. Like
Yeah.
if I go back to my country, I'm gonna die. I
Yeah.
don't know nobody out there. Like what y'all sending me back for? And they try to fight it. You know what I'm saying? The people that don't fight it, they
Well,
go faster.
Well, some countries you can get asylum for. Like
A
Yeah,
lot
if
of
it's a
them.
war
like
country.
Afghanistan, Iraq.
Yeah, that's what I said. If it's a
America will
war-
give you asylum for those countries.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
they'll give you your paperwork.
But
for
they
those
gonna do their
countries.
due diligence too to make sure that you ain't a part of
infiltrating.
nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, okay, that nigga cousin ain't Bin Laden.
Right,
That nigga
exactly.
cousin
Yeah.
ain't Yassiel.
They
gonna-
you know what I'm
it's-
They're
saying?
gonna do some
Hey,
investigation.
Yeah, they gonna
It's
do
an
that.
unfortunate situation too with this whole immigration stuff too, because it's like you see how the Venezuelans was up in Colorado taking over shit, like you feel me, like how they really went renegade in the apartments and shit and start taking it over. It's unfortunate because it's people that's really bad apples that's coming over here breaking the law
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit like that, right? But then you got people out here really just trying to make a better life for themselves.
Exactly.
So it's like, damn, it's like, yeah, we want the bad ones gone, but then it's like we want the good ones to stay, but it's like you got to do your paperwork too. I don't know, it's like a slippery slope.
No, you're right, but and that's the biggest issue because that's obviously what he's.
Because then they highlight that and
That's
they
what
paint
he's-
the picture. They
that's what
do,
he's-
oh, look what they're
That's
doing.
what he's pinning the tail on.
Mm-hmm.
Is it's nothing but criminals. We're going after criminals, but they pulling up to the Home Depot.
Families.
I
It's not your
believe-
family.
It's cold. I
that's-
wonder how it's gonna play out though, because you know there's some police officers out here that it's a lot of Hispanic police
Right.
officers in the sheriff's
That's
department. and
right.
stuff
That's
like
not-
that.
what?
With they people,
That's
where they
exactly.
they mom and
Glad you
dad.
brought
And they
that
gonna
up.
have to go pull them out.
So I'm
Exactly.
trying to figure out how this gonna shake, how this gonna make America feel, because the Donald Trump's just not hurting. He's thinking these are first generation. No,
That's
these
why
are
he
people that been
federalizing.
here.
That's why he's federalizing other shit.
I'm
He's
glad you brought that
federalizing the National Guard, like you said, the Marines. Y'all said he's federalizing them, and what federalize basically mean is like y'all can do shit on U.S. soil because you know they supposed to be defending us,
Right.
but
Yeah.
now they basically fighting us.
Right.
Or basically protecting us from us,
Right.
if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But I did want to say, when you was talking about the Venezuelans in Colorado and stuff, and then somebody else was saying something, but the first generation of people that come to America, they're always looking for something better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you do get bad apples, like you say, you do get bad apples, but when somebody say, hey, I'm going over there to make a better way for y'all, like he was saying a couple of episodes back that his mom came, left them, and then came back and got him.
Got 'em.
That's what most people do. You know what I'm saying? That's in
Gotta
those
get
positions.
established, yeah.
But some people come over here because they like, well, shit, I know if I get over there with these drugs, it's going to be 10 times more. You know what I'm saying? That's few and far in between. But for the people that's doing it right, it's like, now we got to throw all of y'all in that same
in the
bag.
same boat.
But
You know
I-
what I'm saying?
But they like what I'm gonna go back to what Nia said. You're not doing it right if you pull out a hot dog stand with bacon wraps on it when you're supposed to be going down there to see about getting your paperwork
Yeah, definitely.
and doing your
Definitely.
homework to get your citizenship.
And I feel
So
like they
like
could do both.
They like fuck that.
Yeah, they can't
Yeah.
do
They
both.
like fuck that. I'm not gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out on this corner and sell this fruit and this mango and these hot dogs. Fuck what they talking about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep doing it illegal because they're not bothering us like what he just said. Like you can, a Mexican could go up in a fucking AM/PM and set up a whole motherfucking restaurant,
Yeah,
but we
definitely.
can't.
Yeah, definitely.
Right there on what Woodbury and Fair Oaks.
Shit,
Not
across
just
the
on
street from my
Woodbury and
house.
Fair Oaks. They could do it right.
Yeah.
They
They
can
got it at
come
the
right out
liquor
their
store.
house.
They all
got it at the
family.
liquor
Yeah,
store.
they can come right out their house and do it in their driveway. If we tried to do that and sell ribs and catfish and greens and soul food, what you think they're gonna do to us?
Shut us down.
Quick, because they think we have another a motive.
Yeah.
I'm
Y'all
a-
hiding the fact that y'all selling drugs. That's what they gonna
Say
say.
it again.
Yeah,
And shit, they just
hiding
don't
the
want
fact that we
niggas.
selling
They
drugs.
don't
Doing
want
nothing.
niggas looking out for each
Yeah.
other. They don't want
Either.
niggas
Yeah.
empowering themselves.
Exactly,
Exactly.
because they
They
feel
know, and
Go ahead.
then that's another thing too. Like America don't want to fuck around and send us back.
No.
Because even though we not from Africa, we from here. But it's like, motherfucker, you send us back to Africa if you want to, and we'll see how America be.
Exactly.
And they look at it, and like I said again, it's unfortunate because they looking at the Mexicans as expendable people.
Right.
But it's just like, damn. And I feel like, but for certain people though, for certain immigrants and stuff like that, it's illegal. If they been out here for a certain amount of time and they ain't getting in no trouble, man, if you don't leave them alone.
leave them alone.
Like, but if you getting the ones target the ones that's out here gangbanging, the ones that's out here, trying to mess up.
Like what you were saying.
Treat
a
them like a
couple of
regular
what's
criminal.
name
And then if you got to send them back to their homeland because that's what they scared of, then you do that.
That's
After
taking
they
our
serve
tax
their
money.
time.
You
I'll
feel
take
that
it
way.
back.
You
So
feel that way.
now-
But if a nigga killed somebody in 1982 and they've been free for 10 years and they ain't did shit since, do you still think they should be charged for that crime that they did in 1982?
No, you already served. Not if you served your time.
No.
He never
No.
served no time.
No, he ain't never served no time.
got
I did
away
a
with
murder
it.
in
Oh, did he
1982. I never got caught, and it's 1990, and they catch me, and now I got to do all of this time. Do you feel like those 8 years, say it was 10 years, that I wasn't doing anything wrong?
Like I changed my life?
I changed my life. You still feel
Yeah.
that for that person?
Yeah.
Why? They still murdered somebody.
Well, at the end of the day, shit, we murder people too, and we from this motherfucker. So you feel me? At the end
Gotta
of the
give people
day,
second
Don't put
chances.
no
Say it
we in
again.
that. I ain't
We
murdered
do.
nobody.
Gotta
That's
I'm talking about
you.
we
That's-
as no, I'm talking about we. I'm talking about
about
we. I'm talking about we as Americans.
Americans.
Like, you feel me? Like we do that shit. So you feel me? If we can get let out and and get a chance to redeem ourselves, like they
Who's
say,
perfect on this
we
earth?
served our
Whatever
financial.
nationality you
What
are.
is that? We
You
play.
can talk about all the
Who's
perfect
perfect?
stuff, but a crime is a crime.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
you
that
paid,
means
like,
you,
you
you
not
you
can't-
paid your
you
dues
can't-
back. You paid your dues back when
That
you
whether
You
did
ain't
the
paid
time.
no
Chinese,
dues
Mexican,
back.
whatever
You ain't
you
paid
are.
no dues
Shit,
back.
when you
We
sat in
saying
that prison, you paid your
no.
dues
We
back.
not
Yeah.
saying that. We talking about if you free, not if you got caught. If you free,
Oh,
I
if you
kill a
free and
nigga
you chilling and
I-
you chilling
and
and
you
you change your
chilling.
life,
Never.
yeah, you change your life, then yeah.
and you change your life, then yeah, what?
Then yeah, you should be able to stay. You should be able to stay, and
Exactly.
like you
I
should not
agree.
be able
Why
to
not?
keep.
I disagree
private
with that.
shit.
You paid your dues.
Yeah,
I
they
definitely-
need to change
I
that
definitely-
law.
I definitely
Never paid
disagree
the
with all of
dues.
that
Never
shit.
did
Yeah, they
any
need to
time.
Because
change
if
that
you
law.
did a crime
If he never
way
did any
back,
time.
Never
just
did any
because
time.
you didn't get caught then,
Never
and they
did any
catch you
time.
now with forensics or however the fuck they catch you, they still caught you.
Well,
You know
how
what I'm
many
saying?
Americans is going through that? How
And
many
if they
American
get-
But the
cases
thing
is
But
is
if
what
they
he-
get caught one day and they go to jail, you can't feel sorry for them because they did this shit.
I'm not.
That's the question.
But that's what you act
That was
like
the
you
question.
saying.
You
No,
said
you
yes.
do.
You
You're
will.
saying how many Americans is doing that?
Show him a
You
little
do feel
bit.
sorry for him if you at the end of the day
Because they changed their
if you
life.
did some shit.
But
If you did
still,
some
they
shit
killed
back in the
somebody
day,
and never
Okay, but
paid
they
for it.
changed somebody. Only person who could deal with that is God himself.
that's what I'm saying. Now that's
No.
now.
Yo,
'cause
you're
we
not
got-
God.
No,
And
because
God
we have
came
a
through and said,
law
"Oh, we
system.
catching
We
y'all
have a
niggas
system
now."
that's the law.
Okay, but
and so
we have a
he
system
still
that's
has
a
to
law.
pay- he still
Americans
has to
don't
pay for
follow
his
that
crime.
either.
But he still has to pay for his
That's-
crime.
that's-
we have a
need
law
to change that
system,
law.
and he
I
has
don't
to pay for
agree
his
with
Americans
that.
don't follow
Well,
it either.
I don't
And
agree. But
so that's what
like
we're
if
saying.
somebody-
we going to
But
zip
when they
them?
get caught, but no, we're
I
not.
chose
we
murder
because
because
we're
there's no
saying immigrants
statutory
shouldn't be caught
time.
and sent to jail.
Yeah,
So we're
you
exempting
know what I'm saying?
immigrants. We're exempting immigrants and saying no, they shouldn't go to jail. They shouldn't be sent back. First off, yes, they should because they're not even helping our country. They're making money and sending it back to their country to build their country up and empower their country.
And they're getting free
They're not
health
paying
care,
any
taking it
taxes.
away from the
They're not
people that
paying for
really need
shit.
it.
We're paying for them. So yeah, you've been here for 40 years.
Do you think
paying
all of them are
everything.
doing that?
Yes, every last one of them. The only people who aren't doing that is us. We're the only ones who are not.
So you
sending
think
money back
every
to
Mexican,
Africa.
you think every Mexican out
every
here
Asian person,
is doing that?
every African, every Belizean,
I disagree
they're
with that.
sending
No,
money back
she's
to
right.
their
She's
country.
right.
We only
That's
talking
why-
about
That's
illegals,
why they
not the
asses
people
need to
that's
go
legal
the
though.
fuck
Too.
Yeah,
back
we talking about the
until they
illegals.
pay their
I'm
until
talking-
they pay.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Bro,
okay.
If
I'm
you
talking
illegal,
about
your
that.
social
Pay
don't
for
work.
Staying
That's
here.
what we started
You paying to
yesterday.
make your
Yeah.
country
We
better.
paying for that.
You're
Exactly.
paying to make your country great again, but you're not paying our country to be great.
So basically,
you're
it's like
taking
us
money from our country.
It's like us empowering them.
That's
We're taking-
exactly what
taking
we're
care of
doing.
families
We're
and
not
grown people.
empowering
So what
America
about the
by
black
keeping
people
them
that's
here.
here that's taking advantage of the system?
But
and
we're not paying Africa. We
Yeah,
still
but
paying
yeah, that's
here.
different. It's
We
different.
still
It's
paying our taxes. Even when we go to jail, we still
You
have
paying
to
taxes
pay.
for people that
We
don't want to
still
do
have
nothing.
to pay.
That's
But when they
America.
get out, they still have to
You
pay.
know what I'm saying?
When
Right.
they still get out, they still have to
People-
pay.
You paying taxes?
There's
Look
people
at
that was born
they
here
need
that not
to
even
pay.
don't even take advantage of this American dream. So immigrants
Nah,
got to
well,
come
that's
over here and show them how to do it because they lazy.
But
No,
they
I
make-
don't know
but
about
they
that.
making the
That's
dream
not
back
That's
in
not
their
true. I don't know
country.
about
Immigrants-
that.
They're making
I'm
the
talking about
dream
the
back
lazy
in their
Americans.
country.
It's not that, bro. At the end of the day, if
It's
you're a black-
it's a lazy
first of
American
all, as a black-
They're
Americans that's
making
taking
their
black
dream
they're
back
taking
in their
advantage of the
country.
system.
Wait, hold
They're
on.
buying houses there and retiring and going
Taking
back to their
advantage
Wait,
of
as
the
a
system.
black person in America, we already know that there is a target on your back once you conceive.
Yes.
Fuck being born. Once you conceive, nigga, they already have a plan already thought out for you.
Yeah.
So, bro, that's what she's talking about. As an immigrant, you can come in and take more advantage of the opportunities that we can't even get shit out here. And on top of that, y'all gonna work extra harder because y'all come from y'all coming from worse situations, you know, and shit like that. Like as far as you know, just the way y'all grew up and believe.
Living.
Yeah.
Just as
So
long as-
obviously,
I don't
the
believe
work-
none of that shit.
the work
Them
ethic
niggas
is a
lazy
little
too.
They
different.
lazy.
The work ethic is a little different, but shit is in place already too.
He said they
beforehand.
lazy.
Immigrants,
shit.
I was
do
a construction worker,
immigrants
man.
do
Them
the
niggas is
jobs
lazy as
that
fuck.
lazy
No, they don't.
motherfucking Americans don't want to do.
No, they don't.
They're
No,
gonna do all the dirty work. They're
No,
gonna
they
clean
don't.
houses. They're gonna clean toilets and white people's asses. They do all
No,
the
they
jobs that black Americans don't want to do and
No, they
lazy
don't.
Americans don't want to do.
Let me
They
clear-
do all the
let me-
jobs.
Let me
Let's
clear
get that straight.
Let me clear you up something. Because you don't watch the news, you don't know
Uh-huh.
shit about nothing that goes on.
I
Besides
don't need to
Cali-
watch the news. I see
Yes,
it every
you-
day with
yes,
people around me.
I know because you're in California. That's
I
what
got
you,
niggas coming to the shop hanging out all day.
That's what you
when
see.
they should be out there working.
That's what you
Most
see in
niggas don't
California.
get the opportunity.
You see
though.
a Mexican
Yeah, that's
come-
true.
That's
true.
what you
That's
see in
true.
California.
That's
That's
saying?
Let's
true.
take a
I
trip.
would say that.
Stop it, man.
Because you can't disagree
I
with
can't
that.
disagree
Stop
So
it.
with
that
that.
means you letting the Mexicans take advantage of it.
Man, stop it, man.
You see
Let's
it all
take
day
a
long.
When you
We
don't
ain't-
take advantage of nothing.
Oh my
you sitting
God.
on your ass playing
take a
PlayStation.
trip somewhere besides California.
Please.
Go to Alabama. Go to Atlanta. Go to Mississippi. And the same jobs that the Hispanics are doing out here, the black people are doing out there. So it's basically a demographic type shit. Because since we out here, we was raised up. All the jobs that the Hispanics have, how do you think they have them? How? They don't have them because they work harder. No, nigga. It's because they'll take a less wage of what a brother goes to cut these people grass and he say, hey, I'm charging you $75 a week for your grass, right? Now you got 4 Mexicans coming up here against one brother and they say, shit, we're going to charge you $50 to cut your grass. Who the fuck you going to go to? You're going to go to the people that's charging less with more people. Why? They're going to get it done efficiently and faster, right? Now go through generations and generations. Now you got black people sitting back and saying, damn, I should have said 50, right? They said I should have said 50 and it was just me. They got to split it between 4 people. They going to cut 30 yards that day. They're going to get done with each job in 30 minutes. They're going to do 10, 20, 30 yards. You know what I'm saying? That day. The black dude could probably only do like 4. You know what I'm saying? He like $75. Shit, that's $300 a day from cutting some grass, right? They going to do 30 because there's more of those, more of them. So it's like through generations and generations, black people see that, okay, they done monopolized the game in California because they got more people and they charging cheap. And then what? We got the rappers, right? We got rappers and shit. So what rappers gonna tell you? Nigga, bling bling. Like, nigga, you can't get bling bling by cutting grass, but you can. You know what I'm saying? But you can. But the stereotype is that no, you shouldn't be working them little bitty jobs, nigga. You should be out here hustling, selling dope, doing all of this illegal shit to get the same shit that you could get legally, but you can get it faster. So when we raised up, we don't look at, like, you can be a Mexican and you grow up and be like, damn, my dad got his own landscaping business, right? But we growing up and looking at pops and shit like, damn, this nigga out here hustling, I'm gonna be just like him. Dad ain't there. Oh, this nigga, Big Bill over here, he hustling, he making all this money, he driving all the cars. We see the bling bling because we've been raised in the bling bling society. So we don't see the hard work. But when you in another state, that's all it is hard work. All it is hard work. California got people twisted that y'all think the world is like California. The country is not like California. Nigga, you go anywhere else. I went to Miami, nigga. They barbecuing, nigga, at 4 a.m, nigga. When you get outside the club, nigga, what you need, nigga? You want some oxtails?
Yeah.
You want some ribs, nigga? You come out to California, they got some weak ass bacon wrapped hot dogs, nigga, that's gonna have you shitting the whole next day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's
Niggas
lazy
eat it.
everybody.
Like,
But
it-
there's
you-
just not 100% of. There's not one race that just 100%
That's not
works
lazy.
hard.
Man,
Every
it's-
single race
the
has
fuck
a
outta
group of
here.
people that are lazy.
Lazy.
But it's not about that. But this is the thing I want to kind of bring to the forefront too, because the white keeps
Every
saying
race has
what
lazy.
the jobs that
Human beings.
American
Black
people or Black Americans won't do. But you have to understand the evolution of the Black man in America, and as a culture, as a people. You know what I'm saying? When I was coming up and shit, my grandmother and my great grandmothers and aunties and shit, they did all that shit. So when I was coming up, they told and taught me, nigga, not to be a nigga cutting a nigga grass, not to be a nigga taking care or being, you know what I'm saying, a maid for, you know, white people and shit, because that's the shit they did. So they tried to empower us, nigga, to be better than them. That's how these opportunities arose, especially in California, for other immigrants to come in and take on the role. It ain't got shit to do with the jobs that motherfuckers don't want to do. We've already done those jobs,
Tired of
nigga,
grunt work.
for hundreds of fucking years.
Tired of grunt
That's the
work.
difference.
They made us do
So
it for free.
now our people, the majority of our people, well, my elders and shit, was like, nigga, you not gonna be a nigga cut. Even though, yeah, Uncle Bob,
I was cutting
nigga,
grass.
made super
Cool.
chip off, nigga.
I was
you
cutting
not
grass.
gonna- No, but what I'm
Cutting
saying
grass.
You
is,
talking about
my-
as a
my
as
people
that's
earning,
earning,
as
yeah.
like
coming
nigga,
up,
this is
nigga was
your,
like, nigga, you not gonna be cutting no grass. You're not gonna be doing X, Y, and Z. You're not gonna be doing
gonna
that.
break
You're gonna be
generational
doing,
curses,
yeah, you're gonna be
yeah.
doing better than me.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And like I said, that's how those opportunities arose. Because Latinos have been here, nigga. It's nothing new. They've been
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So like I said, it's not like the opportunities and the roles have changed outside of black people trying to empower each other in different decades. That's the only motherfucking difference, and that's what's missing now. Because like I said, that's how a lot of people became successful as black business owners and shit. It's because we were at one point in time empowering each other and doing better.
Yeah, 30, 40 years, 50
Until-
years ago, yeah.
No, but when
Black
I'm saying
people would
is
do
now,
all these jobs that
but
you're
see,
saying,
but what I'm
cutting
saying
grass
is-
and doing this and that.
We
No,
did.
But
but
they
what
ain't
I'm-
doing it now.
But they're
'Cause they
already
too
told-
proud.
They think they too goody two shoe to do
They
these
too
jobs.
proud to cut grass.
So if you deport all these immigrants,
They
who gonna
too
do these
proud
jobs?
to wash a car.
You ain't gonna do it.
They
You
too
ain't
proud
gonna do
to
it.
It's
Who gonna cut your
not
grass?
about being too
Teenagers.
proud.
Fuck
Who
outta
gonna
here.
cut your grass? Who gonna clean your house?
Black
It's not
See,
about
If you
being
deport
too
all these
proud.
immigrants.
When it's a void of
Okay.
anything,
Because ain't no blacks
when it's
cleaning
a
up no
void of
house.
anything, people will
You ain't gonna find
fill
no
those
black
positions.
cleaning
That's
service.
what
Where?
Donald Trump
Where?
don't realize. Who gonna all them
Where you got a black cleaning
hotels
service at?
hotels you own? Who
Look
gonna
up
clean
outta
all them
here.
toilets?
Mimi.
Since you
How
deporting
many,
all
how
these
many,
immigrants?
Some
how many
though.
black
It's
women
some though.
do you think
No,
that
it's
went
some,
to
it's
these
some.
jobs
It's some out there.
to
I'm not
try
gonna
to
say it
get
ain't
those
none.
jobs?
And he's a
But
hypocrite.
it's just more
And he's a hypocrite because
Latinos
his
cleaning
fucking wife
houses
is an
than it
immigrant.
is blacks
Yeah,
and
and the
Americans.
niggas that work at his house,
You know,
and on all of his buildings is
And they're illegal, like
Immigrants.
you said.
That we're not finna cry. over
Everybody
spilled.
he
The president,
everybody he
nigga,
just
damn, he
hired.
can do whatever the fuck
The
he wants.
Secretary of State is an immigrant. Everybody he just hired is an
president.
immigrant.
Billionaire.
Felony count.
He a
Crazy.
billionaire.
27?
He can
What
do
he got,
But are they
27
immigrants or are they immigrants that came
Like
and
you
did it
said,
the
yeah,
right way,
They
billionaires.
can't.
the
They
legal
probably
way?
Americans now.
That's
I
the
bet you that
difference.
nigga
They
got-
probably
That's the
Americans
difference.
now, but they were
Yeah.
immigrants.
But
at
that's
one
the
point.
difference we talking about.
Billionaire.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a little different.
Donald Trump's she from
I
Russia.
guarantee
do.
you.
She
I
from
guarantee
Russia.
you, Trump got a maid
She
right
need to
now
be
in his house
deported
that's
too.
illegal, nigga.
See, I think y'all
He ain't gonna say
topic
shit.
by just talking about the
Ain't gonna
immigrants.
say
We
shit
not
about
really
it.
like immigrants. Every country has immigrants,
Every
Yeah.
country.
but it's an immigrant that comes the right way. Get your papers, and if
Right.
you want to be a
Exactly.
citizen of that state,
So you think in
you're a
another country
citizen.
is some immigrants not coming the right way?
I definitely
Or they-
do.
or-
Oh, okay.
yes,
She
there
just
are.
said
I
she just said that it was somebody in Australia that let their visa expire.
So,
That nigga's illegal
my
now.
point. So that's every
It's
that's every
everywhere.
country.
That's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's
It's not
everywhere.
just here
But she
in
just said that
California.
nigga. I don't know if they call it ICE or whatever the fuck they call it, but they gonna have some people coming to look for them.
Yes,
But-
You know what I'm
like
saying?
in California.
Yeah, they gonna have some people coming to
Same
look
shit.
for them.
But during COVID, China was kicking out a whole bunch of African
yeah.
immigrants.
Yeah.
Their
Get outta
visas
here.
Expired.
Yeah.
Their visas expired.
Get outta
They're
here.
illegally. So
So what
like,
you think
this
they was
isn't
doing
just-
to the ones that didn't have their visa? They finna deport
We was
They
them.
just
gotta
talking
go.
about. We was just talking about the ones in Africa, right?
You gotta go. The ones who were in China.
And the ones that was in Africa.
Oh yeah, the
recent-
ones that were in
recently.
Africa, they had to go.
Nigga, they got
You
them
gotta
niggas up out of
go.
there
If
too.
you don't have
And
your
they was in
papers.
Africa. Like, oh, you gotta go.
But the
I
thing
don't
about
care how many
it
places you
is,
selling. You got to get the hell up out of here.
another thing people don't know is the people who are behind all of these laws and like getting these going about it the way they're going about it.
Wait a minute.
The Senate.
Asking them niggas what do they think their race is?
What race do you think they
The
are?
Senate.
Well, let me.
No,
first
you
of all-
answer first since you
first of
asking
all,
them
But
that.
I know though.
Okay, well, answer it then.
I'm not
No,
gonna
Well,
answer
I
it.
told him.
Let me-
Because
Okay,
if,
well,
if
we
I
not. I'm
know,
not either.
Let me get my
But
point
if
across.
You not
This is
Oh,
my
man.
but-
Let me get my
Fuck
point
outta here.
across. 'cause
Emotional.
Y'all all been on it talking.
Go ahead.
gonna ask them niggas. He's gonna say ask them.
yeah,
niggas.
ask
I
them
feel
what
like-
race.
Yourself.
Ask them what race do you
Well,
think?
ask yourself
listen.
first.
Ask people what race do you think these people
No, he
are?
said them niggas.
That's behind the ICE, behind the raids.
Like all these laws.
Like
You
what-
answer our question.
No, man,
Yo,
because
answer
if
your own
if I know, why would I answer the question? Because I know.
No, your opinion. You want to hear our opinion. I
I
want to
do.
hear yours.
But you don't.
Yes, I do.
You
I want to
don't
hear
wanna
yours
hear-
first.
You don't want to hear an opinion that already knows.
Well, what was your
Because
opinion?
you-
Just
I-
because
we
you
wanna-
say you
Wait,
know,
whoa,
that
whoa,
means
whoa,
it's
whoa.
right.
But
What
I
was your
do know.
opinion before you
Because
knew?
you're right.
Before you knew,
I know
what
I'm
was
right.
your opinion?
Oh.
What was your opinion
Oh.
before you knew?
I read the article.
Oh, okay.
What
I
was your
seen the
opinion?
person.
That's your opinion.
What
It's
was
not
your
an opinion.
No, it's facts.
That's
But
what-
what
it's
was your
facts.
opinion before?
Okay, well,
It's
tell
facts
us
and no
then.
cap.
Tell us yours then.
No.
What was your opinion before you knew?
Thank you.
I would think they would be white people.
So I just want to know your opinion. Who do you think is coming up with these laws and these?
Jews, the white people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said it.
People that run the world.
What do you
People that
think?
run the
Run
world.
America. Yeah.
Who do you think is behind all of these ICE raids and the new laws and stuff to get people out the country?
They're definitely American.
They're immigrants. That's who I think they are.
Okay.
Because this is stolen land. So you can't
You're
kick
right.
people. This is
He
the people,
right.
the people
They
that you're
are
kicking.
immigrants.
So if you want to get
They
technical,
All
But
of them.
you see what I'm saying?
the people that you're
They
kicking out
immigrants
is
kicking
their
out
land,
immigrants.
and the ones that are making
Yeah.
the laws are the immigrants. So
Which
let's
is-
get that straight right
which
there.
America
Which
stole
is-
this land from
I
Mexico.
feel you on that, Swag.
This is stolen
Stolen
land.
from Mexico.
Then they rubbing it in their face by keeping all the names and shit. Los Angeles, Pasadena. These are
Oh,
all
yeah, of
Spanish.
course.
Because we're all
Right.
considered what? Angelinos.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
but of course. I mean, nigga, that's
Listen,
only
you're the
niggas
big,
ain't
the
Negro
biggest
Valley.
hypocrites in
all
the
this
world.
Spanish
Nigga,
words, yeah.
come on, Duarte. Don't
Yeah.
be stupid, nigga. Altadena, nigga. Pasadena, nigga.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all Spanish, nigga.
Stolen
You see what I'm
land,
saying?
and they got
So
the
that's
nerves of
nothing
talking
new.
about
But
immigrants.
that's nothing new, though.
No, the
But-
ones that's making the laws are the immigrants.
But
They
the
need
reason
to
why,
be put up
but the
out of
reason
here.
why that's crying over spilled milk again, because we never say nothing when the D boys do it. Because at the end of the day, if I'm a dope boy and I come if I come kick you off your block, nigga, I don't give a damn what was before this, before I came here. It's my block now. So at the end of the day, nigga, pay me or get the fuck on. You feel me? If you not, either get your shit back in blood, nigga, or pay me, nigga. And that's what America doing, D-Bone. So it's
Exactly.
either we gonna get cracking or we not.
Yeah, I
So
feel
you feel me?
I you. Hell
When
yeah.
did California become a full state?
Not a full state.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because it was a country, the country U.S., right? You started with the 13 colonies,
Mhm. On the
right?
east.
So if we're saying it's stolen land, then California was part of Mexico.
Absolutely
So
was.
when did California fully become California? Because it
I'm not
wasn't
sure.
that big at first.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I got to go do my homework on that. That's
So
a good question right there.
it's just like when you say you're crying over spilled milk, the spilled milk was spilled in like the fucking 1800s.
That's what I'm saying.
17,
You know what I'm saying?
1600s, yeah.
So it's like you crying over some old shit. You know what I mean? So where we're at now.
Right.
What you gonna do now? What you gonna do now is like he said,
Yeah,
nigga,
it's too late
get
now.
it back in blood or get the fuck on.
Oh.
Or pay me. And paying them
Pay me to stay.
is not really paying them. They just had to do fucking paperwork. And we mad at people for not doing paperwork. Like you did your paperwork.
That's what I was about to say.
Right.
Nah,
He
he had
did
to pay
his.
though.
You paying, doing paperwork, whatever you had to
I
do.
sent you who it is.
At the end of the
Thank you.
day, it's a stamp
So
on a
look
piece
at
of
you.
paper
Yeah,
that
I'm
gave
gonna
you
look
what
to
you need.
everybody.
Because he paid.
No,
You know what
no,
I'm
I
saying?
appreciate
He
it.
paid.
But he
Hey.
also went through the classes and
All right.
learned what they had to do.
So it wasn't just about the money.
It wasn't just about the money. It was
Oh.
about the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because you
But
gotta
he
know
do.
certain
But
things.
he was doing what he's supposed to do to stay over here.
Exactly. How many times y'all went to a place and the motherfuckers didn't speak English?
Oh damn.
You said where?
Yeah, that's all.
A
it
Went
lot.
to
That's
any
it.
place
That's
and the
a lot.
motherfucker didn't speak English.
all.
That's
the
a lot.
time.
Yeah, that's
A lot of
And
places.
and when you can't get no
That's a lot
help
of-
because you don't speak their language, you feel like, damn, am I in America still? You know what I'm saying? Those are people they coming to get.
Mhm.
Them niggas ain't got no papers. Nothing. I
just-
mean, I ain't got nothing against that individual person, but I don't need to come to the grocery store and have to talk to 10 motherfuckers to know where the butter is.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we got to think of it as
That's a
that
good one,
minute
Alex.
level type shit, too.
That's a good one, right?
You know what
there.
I'm saying?
Not only that, if we go to their country, we have to learn to speak their language.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
You
not
always
right.
got people that speak English other places, but for 99% of the places you go to, the motherfuckers ain't gonna speak your language.
No.
You move to China and shit.
I'm gonna have
it's
my
out
little
of
ear
respect.
pods.
Yeah, you got the,
Hey,
uh,
but
out
they
of
might be,
respect.
and you know, they might be targeting Mexicans. As a matter of fact, 'cause, you know, I'm staying in Arcadia from the fires, right?
Mhm.
Boom. Now I'm starting realizing as I'm coming out here today, I'm like, I ain't seen no police activity. I know all these Asians out here ain't legal.
But
Oh,
I
of
kn-
course.
Like I know they all ain't legal. Come on,
Yeah.
some of these
They
come on,
illegal
man.
and they scamming.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and I'm like, but
Nigga.
the police presence out there, they're not starving. And the little stores out here, bro, I wonder what them stores look like. Because, like you said, those are places. When I was doing Instacart,
yeah.
those are the places, those Asian marts where some of them don't speak no English up in there. I wonder what they business looking like.
Yeah.
But they looking real. I'm in that area, so they looking like they still chilling.
They
Oh,
targeting
they the
They
ones-
might
the
be just
areas.
targeting
They pulling
Mexicans.
up in the
Well,
Rari trucks.
ISIS only goes to where you report.
Right.
So if
But
nobody's
I'm saying, like,
reporting,
ain't nobody gonna
They
think.
target
the-
certain cities.
but who?
Come on.
but-
So somebody has to
They ain't
report
not
them.
gonna
But
target.
Somebody
but
has
they
to
should.
They're not
report
gonna
'em.
target a nigga in a big old mansion, right? They're gonna target a nigga
Businesses.
that's living
The
at
little
this
Why not? If it's a
little
whole
bitty
bunch of y'all,
But
then
they
let
gonna
them-
target the businesses
They're
too.
not
No, but
reporting
the thing
them.
is,
Have you watched the
They're not
news? Have you
reporting
seen the
them.
countries they're
'Cause they
targeting?
covering it up. They
Compton,
looking for it.
Paramount.
Yeah,
Paramount.
Come on now, all those mid cities there, all those cities are in there where they know all the Hispanics are at.
Right.
They're targeting
All
all
pulled
the.
up to the
Have you ever saw a Black Hawk land in Compton?
Oh, we was talking about that yesterday, Flossie. Yeah.
You ain't never, none of us ever,
Well, they was just bringing
even include our
reinforcements.
cameraman,
Thank
ain't
you.
never seen no damn Black Hawk land in the ghetto.
Right, bringing weapons
Yeah,
for,
they was bringing
for your own
weapons.
people. That's crazy to me.
Are they our own people though? They illegal. They ain't our people. I'm
Who?
sorry to say it.
They're the fabric of our community.
I have
They
to
not.
agree with you
Black
on that.
people are the
Okay.
I
fabric
have to
of the
agree with
community.
you on that one.
Black
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
started this shit.
Yeah.
Us, and I hate to say it, but the Chinese, we built this country.
Because they,
You know what I'm saying?
when the
'Cause we
blacks
was
was
both
having
slaves.
wire,
Exactly.
when we had
The
the
whole infrastructure of the
when we
United
had
States.
when we had the what's the name, the Watts riots and all that. Did a Black Hawk land in the Watts?
No. Hell no.
I don't even know if Black Hawk
should
was
have.
then.
Yeah, I'm just saying a
But
helicopter. Period.
Helicopter,
Helicopter,
no.
No.
there's no
Definitely
helicopters.
no.
No.
I know the cameraman been wanting us to wrap all that shit
I know, I
up. But
can't.
I do got to say this, though. Like, about all immigrants and, who's benefiting a lot of shit. Like, and I was saying something about, other races be scamming. Like, doing, like, DoorDash and food, shit like that. I done been to these Asians' houses. These motherfuckers, it's 2 in the afternoon, 10 in the morning, 11 in the morning. These motherfuckers at home, chilling.
Yeah.
Nigga, you're not making no money.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas is like,
said they
and you
chilling.
was talking about
are making
Armenian
money.
scamming.
They are.
Like, if we,
I agree.
us as black people,
ain't just the
we try to do little scams
It's
here
not
and
the
there.
Mexicans.
Hell
Them
nah.
niggas is big
others.
scamming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the other nationalities that making the Mexicans
And
look
that's what they
bad.
want to get rid of, really.
Exactly.
That's
It's
all
not
I gotta
really
say, man.
Mexicans,
We
it's
we
like-
the smallest scammers in the world.
Yes, we
so
are.
if y'all niggas out there scamming, getting that bread, man, hey, don't get caught.
Yeah.
Because them niggas ain't getting caught. Get
Yeah.
you an
Right.
Asian friend, Armenian friend.
Them
nigga,
Armenians ain't getting
and
caught.
At
niggas
all.
They at
see
the
how the
DMV
fuck.
every day.
Yeah.
Getting all they shit and all
Brand new
that.
Over the
Benz.
right
Brand
day.
new bros. These
Brand
niggas
new
got
bros
nigga, with
and
square
shit.
dumps and 4 pumps, nigga. They
You know
pulling
what I'm saying?
that nigga like,
Man.
$100,000
Their sons is 15 driving
NBA playoffs,
BMWs.
man. Let's get this other topic in,
go.
man.
Right, there we
NBA
go.
playoffs, man. We got Indiana versus OKC. You know what I'm
There we go.
saying? I think we didn't have a episode last week because the game was later, but y'all see that shot that Holly hit, right?
Yeah.
So do y'all know on Twitter right now? You can go on Twitter and they talking about this nigga done did black magic. You saw that shit?
No, you showed me that shit. I
Yeah,
was like,
talking
man,
about
this
this
some
nigga doing
bullshit,
black
man.
magic,
Yeah.
all types of shit because he done hit 4 game winners. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how y'all feel about that, but what y'all feel about the playoffs, and do y'all feel like Indiana is like a destined team, or is this a black magic going on? Because
Nah, they
nigga,
destined to get
they
their ass whooped.
big
There ain't no
underdogs.
black magic. That nigga too light skinned.
And then on top of
Yeah,
that,
it
that,
ain't no
that,
damn
that weak
black
ass
man.
defense that what's his name? The
Wallace.
defender Wallace. Yeah, that Wallace was playing that. He was sagging off him, bro. He didn't even. It was no contest. So anybody would have pulled that shit. You feel me? So and it was a good look. So it's like, hey, it went in, and then on top of that, Indiana, as far as destined team, I mean, nah, man, the OKC gonna whoop their ass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
South
for
East
sure.
Six.
They gonna whoop their ass.
There's
in
too
six.
much politics around OKC. That's just my opinion.
Nah, OKC too nice.
Both of
Too
these
nice,
teams have never won an NBA title.
That's true.
So it's like, it's 1-1.
Can we really see the Pacers being the face of the league until they get dethroned, though? That's
No.
what I'm saying.
I
The
mean,
NBA ain't going to do that.
do y'all really think that Boston was the face of the league?
Hell yeah.
Until they get
Hell
dethroned, yeah. Boston? What are
Boston.
we talking about, man? The Celtics?
They
Come on.
trashed to me.
Come on, Jude.
I mean,
I think
whatever.
they trash
It's-
too.
that's
I'm a
your
Laker
opinion.
fan,
But
man,
they
but
had
damn.
That's your
17
opinion.
championships.
I'm a Laker
I'm talking
fan.
No
about
but
denying
this
that.
year, the year that they won. They was trash to me. If you looked at it last year, every team they faced, their main player was injured. Every single team, their main player was injured. Every single team.
But only reason it's like that, Juice, is because of what they have history. Their history from Boston
Right.
is
Exactly.
it's no team can compare to that other than the Lakers.
I
So
understand.
we
all
can
that.
see them being the face of the league
I
until they get
understand that.
dethroned. But Indiana,
No,
being led by Tyrese Halliburton,
Never.
who only
No.
averages 18
Never.
points a game, man, get the
No.
fuck out of
They
here.
ain't got
man.
no championship.
That's not even a good marketing scheme.
Boston got 17 championships, 18.
Nigga,
If you on the
nigga,
road,
the
right,
murder
you
rate
watch
is up in
basketball.
Indiana
If
right
you
now,
on the
nigga. They
road,
not about to
right?
murder rate up, nigga. They not about to not.
Both of
going
y'all
down.
niggas, since you talking right now, both of y'all, if you on the road, if you're the underdog, like it could be number 1 versus number 2, but right now it's number 1 versus number 6. What is your goal in those first 2 games on the road? What is your goal?
To at least win one.
And what did they
In
do?
their house, they won one.
They won one. So who got home court advantage?
Indiana.
Exactly. So it's not far fetched that they won't win the championship.
Man, look.
It's not far fetched.
SGA and them let Denver and them stay alive with 2 games like that last series, and you see what they did. SGA was just getting warmed up.
NBA ain't gonna let it happen.
He finna bust that light skinned boy ass.
Yes.
And he finna
Man.
send him on
NBA
their
ain't
way.
gonna let it happen.
Come back
bro.
scoring
Hey,
25 points a game, averaging
man.
at least 9.5 assists, and then maybe we'll talk about you getting
Yeah.
the championship and the Finals MVP.
Thank you.
Hey,
But you
man.
couldn't even win the ECF MVP. So
You know what?
That's because Siakam is nice.
Siakam
but what
nice,
I'm
but nigga,
saying
he's the
is-
face
what
of the
I'm
team.
saying
He's a
is, bro,
franchise player.
But he's the
Ain't no
leading
black
scorer.
magic, man. Ain't no
they
motherfucking
won't.
black magic. Certain niggas is just clutch.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why
Holly
that's
just
the
happened
only
to be
game
clutch.
Indiana's gonna win.
That's
They
number
probably
one.
won't
Let's
win
just
another
say
game.
that's number
Gentleman's
one.
sweep.
Now,
I bet a
number
dub
two,
they win at
we
least
already
one or
No,
two
know-
more games.
listen to
We
what he
already
said.
know that the boy SGA, nigga.
Bet a dub they
that
win 1 or
nigga
2 more
smoother
games.
than butter, nigga, on
Yeah.
Sunday at 8,
Yeah.
nigga. You know what I'm
Poetry
saying?
in motion,
bet.
literally. Poetry
Come
in
on
motion.
I ain't gonna take that
You know what
bet.
I'm saying?
I got
Like,
Indiana
might-
winning
it
the
ain't
series.
no-
They might
Indiana's
win
not
one more
gonna win.
game.
What wins championship?
Defense.
Defense, nigga. Who's the number 1 defensive
OKC.
team? Nigga? Thank
OKC.
you, nigga. So stop it.
Stop
nigga.
it.
Yeah, OKC.
So
stop
all
with
the-
your theories.
let's Stop with all the shenanigans.
All your theories
right now,
and
let's
all
simmer
that.
down. Let's not
And
get ahead
he
of
did the
ourselves.
little choke
Nigga,
thing.
The murder rate
That
is up
shit. He
in
did the
Indiana
Reggie Miller
right now.
choke. That shit don't
Niggas
mean
is getting-
shit.
And I agree
Niggas
with
is getting
Stephen. I agree with
capped
Stephen
out
A.
there.
Smith. Halliburton is not a
Niggas
superstar.
getting capped out there.
Nah,
You
yeah,
know,
that's
for
what I'm saying.
super-
He
He's
not
not
a
a
It don't
superstar.
matter if he a superstar or not. He got the clutch gene.
Yeah, he
so
do.
at the end of the game,
do.
nigga,
That's the only badge he
if
got.
it's close,
That's the only
if
badge
it's
on 2K
close,
you
the
got.
niggas is gonna win.
You don't max out on 2K with 1 badge. It's about 40 more badges you need, player.
Nigga, this ain't 2K,
You need
nigga.
about at
This
least
is
He,
real life.
14
he
of
only
your
averaged
pass.
14 points in that first
Yeah,
game
bro,
that they
we
How
not
about
won.
it's
doing
not
that.
gonna be close?
He's not a
We're not doing
superstar.
that, man. We can't do
How
that.
about that? I'm gonna
And-
answer that. It's
Just
not
cause-
gonna
Wait,
be
what
close.
what he scored last game?
just
You know
'cause you
why
hit-
it's not
last
gonna be
game?
close?
He scored like
Because
22.
defense wins
he
championships.
warmed up in the fourth quarter.
He had
fourth
14
quarter,
points
they
in
was
that first
still-
game.
They
Like
was
not gonna be
still
close.
losing by a dub, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
you want to heat up.
Yeah.
Definitely. But
That's what I'm
okay,
saying.
think
That's,
Fuck
about
that's
it.
outta
another
here.
thing too. He
If
inconsistent.
he
Hey, look,
start
that shit
early,
ain't
if he
clutch.
start
He not
early,
That ain't
That
clutch.
shit ain't clutch.
if he start
Hell
early,
nah.
Nigga, when you losing by a dub, nigga, you score 14.
Oh, yeah,
nigga, in the
17
fourth
No,
points.
we're
quarter.
gonna go back
this
to what you
nigga ate his
said.
words
Defense
in
win
game one.
championships.
He gonna eat his words in the series too.
So he only scored 3 more points than he did the first game. The only thing with
First
the first
game they won.
was first game was they won and he scored 11 of
They
those
won.
14 in the fourth.
They
That was
won.
the only reason why that
They
was.
got the manpower. They
Man.
just got to go out and do it.
Nigga,
I don't know,
they ain't
man.
got the D, nigga. They gonna put
They ain't
Caruso.
got the defense.
Nigga, did you see Caruso in the last game?
The only
I
thing they
think
got better
That
is the
nigga
coach.
Caruso was out
Yep.
there
That's the only credit I give him.
everything.
The only thing they got better
Yeah,
is the
Rick
coach.
Carlisle. Yep, that's it.
The coach is better.
Man, how you know
No,
that? You
and
don't know
they
nothing about
defense.
OKC
What you
coach.
talking
Nigga, it's a
about?
reason why they in the
Exactly. I don't know
championship.
nothing about him.
He ain't better
But
than
it don't
he ain't
matter.
better
That's
than
why
Rick
he's not
Carlisle.
qualified for the
They-
job.
Who
He
had
ain't
the
better
best,
than
You ain't
who had the
watching
best
TV.
record in the West?
He ain't
They
better
had
than
the
Rick.
best record last
I
year,
don't mean nothing.
Exactly.
and they got bounced.
Exactly.
So
But
you
so
can't
what?
really
But
go
he
off
better
of
than
that.
Rick.
It does because
You
you
can't.
played
We
to
can't
win
compare
the
Rick
Rick
game.
Carlisle
Carlisle.
been
You
there
played to
before.
win the
Rick
game.
Carlisle
Rick
been there
Carlisle
multiple
been there
occasions.
and won with an underdog team.
Okay.
they got
And he
better
beat
coach.
LeBron in the finals.
And
Dallas against Miami.
and
The end is, nigga, he done beat a superstar
Who else did he
already.
take back in the day though? Too the first time he went to the finals. What coach was he earlier?
He was in Indiana.
Indiana. So he went back to Indiana.
Yeah, he
basically.
was.
Okay,
he went
yeah,
back
he
to
was
Indiana.
Coach Reggie Miller in there early on. Yeah.
So it's like the nigga knows how to win with the underdogs. Like y'all
He
acting
know how to
like
put a team
y'all
together.
acting like this nigga ain't nice as a coach.
I'm not saying that.
He
I
ain't got
like
as
Rick
many
Carlisle.
accolades as Phil Jackson,
I love Rick
but he
Carlisle.
nice.
I'm not saying that, but when I'm telling you,
He's
nigga,
not- he's nice,
is
but
that
his
they
defense
not
ain't
gonna
better
beat
than them.
OKC, nigga.
They not.
Okay,
They
so
not.
that's my whole
They
point.
not.
it's because he don't got the manpower.
That's
yet.
my whole
Yeah.
point.
And
Just
Indiana
like what you
ain't been
said.
Indiana
I
ain't
don't
been
give a fuck
there.
how nice a coach he is. They ain't got a better defense than them niggas.
No.
So
at
get the
all.
fuck up out of here.
And- but
man.
Where's
outside
their
of that
defense in game one?
But it's really
Man,
Indiana
fuck
just
up
ain't
outta
been.
here.
Where's their
OKC.
defense in game one when they was up 15 with 9 minutes to go?
Okay, that don't mean shit.
Shit. You feel me? Like, nigga, y'all acting like
doesn't
these
mean
niggas
nothing.
ain't got a track record for coming back and winning the fucking game
Yeah.
against niggas they supposed
get
to
that.
lose
This
to.
But them
season,
niggas, the niggas
man.
they had, the niggas he won, he
This
came back and won
season.
against, didn't
Hold
have the
on,
number
hold
one.
on.
What
team.
other season you gonna go off
But what I'm
of?
saying is
They went to
fuck
the
outta
conference
here.
finals last year.
But they
OKC didn't.
Hey,
The
but
niggas
listen,
they
they-
OKC was number
Boss,
one
he
last
answered his
year.
own question. The niggas he's talking about didn't have the number one defense.
Thank you.
Get the fuck
OKC
up outta
was
here.
number one last year indeed.
No,
They
I'm
was.
talking about this year, nigga.
But I'm
was this
just
year
we
too.
talking. You just said about last year, and I'm saying
I
they
didn't
was
say
number
last
one.
year. I said this year.
No, you said last year.
Okay, about them. Even if they had, who had
But
the best defense?
all I'm saying is they okay.
Who had the best defense last year?
Let me
the
just
year
say
you
it like
talking
this.
about?
Let me just say it like this. The team that you're talking about was the number one D team both years.
Okay.
All right. So all I'm saying is last year they was the number one D. They got bounced in the second round.
Right.
Correct. Last year, Indiana, they went all the way to the conference finals. Now, history always repeats itself. It's always a team that, we gonna make it to the conference finals. Next year they make it to the finals and win. You get what I'm saying? So this is a year that's gonna either
PlayStation
celebrate
or
it.
in real life?
Huh?
PlayStation or real life?
Real life. Real life. I don't play PlayStation.
No, I know you don't.
I don't play PlayStation.
But a lot of niggas do.
Yeah, but
Fuck outta here.
this is real life.
Fuck
This is
outta
real
here.
life, and history always
said, "I know
repeats
you
itself
don't,
in any
But
sport.
niggas do.
Any sport, unless you Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Besides Tom Brady, history always repeats itself. Look at we ain't even talked about y'all fucking quarterback. Y'all got the nigga.
Aaron
You know what I'm
Rodgers.
saying? Yeah. Just like Brett Favre, who he ran behind. Nigga left Green Bay, won one championship there, tried to chase a ring the rest of his life until he went out of the league. And that's what your boy is doing. Am I correct?
Yeah.
And the NBA is just like that. Niggas
Yeah,
make it
we
to
ain't
the
gonna-
conference final,
that
not the
nigga
final.
was
They
big
sit back
shit.
there, nigga, and watch the celebration, nigga, and be mad next year,
Welfare
nigga, they the
funds
champions.
to build
If they
the
get
gym
back. Either you get back
For
and
his
you win it,
daughter.
or you don't get back at all.
For his daughter.
So we gonna see.
We're gonna see.
I'm
We
just
had no
telling
other
y'all.
choice.
Y'all niggas is acting like Indiana is
I don't
there
like
on
the word
fluke.
you using, y'all.
Nigga, you.
You don't.
You,
Y'all
Tony.
don't like the word y'all.
Nigga,
Period.
Tony Touch.
My
You
people-
acting like Indiana.
Stop using you. Stop
Tony
using y'all.
Touch.
Then.
My
Say
people
Tony
Tony.
Touch.
All right.
Tony
My
Touch.
You
people-
started off with y'all,
Oklahoma,
nigga.
My people
You
from
sound like
Oklahoma,
other
nigga.
niggas talking about y'all.
OKC, nigga, is 6.
Yeah.
Nigga, my people nigga from Oklahoma. Niggas in
Nah,
Tulsa.
I'm not saying
Shout
they
out
got
to my
there
niggas
off of
in
fluke. 'Cause they
Stillwater.
actually
Y'all,
whooping ass.
no,
They beat the
yeah.
shit out of Cleveland and
Yeah.
they beat the shit out of
That
New York.
shit-
So I can't say they there on the fluke. But without, Yeah, well the
And
Celtics,
yeah.
yeah, but you know, them niggas.
New York beat the Celtics.
Yeah, the New York beat the Celtics. Yeah. So
It was another team Indiana beat that we ain't naming.
Orlando, right? Was that no? That was the Cleveland.
No,
that beat
it was-
Orlando
yeah.
first. But anyhow, they popped. They beat
Milwaukee.
They beat
Milwaukee.
Yeah, they beat Milwaukee.
So they beat a
but Dame popped his Achilles
ex-champion.
though.
Huh?
Dame
They
popped
beat
his
the
Achilles. And he didn't
ex-champion.
play 'cause
They
he
beat the number
blood
one
thinners.
team, and they beat a team that beat
But nigga, they ain't
the number
gonna
2
beat
team.
OKC, nigga.
They
Y'all
not
talking
gonna
about
beat
I
old
know.
shit.
We are
Y'all
old.
talking about old
They
shit,
beat
man.
Milwaukee
This is
and then
this
they
Talking
beat
about
Cleveland,
right-
right?
They beat
Only one I give them. Only two I.
Milwaukee.
That's in the
Milwaukee.
playoffs.
Milwaukee
Milwaukee,
got Milwaukee.
Cleveland.
Dame
That
got
was
hurt.
in regular
New York.
season.
No,
Dame
we
got
talking about
hurt.
the
That was a
playoffs,
wash.
Tone.
That was a wash when
Playoffs.
Dame got
Okay,
hurt.
but the
But
playoffs
But New
is
York,
over
I
with.
respect them for
It's
beating
over
New
with.
York,
Yeah,
and
I
I respect
respect
for
them for
beating
that too.
Cleveland
Over
because
with.
Cleveland
All
was
that
number
shit
one
we
in the
talking
They
about
was
spilled
number
milk
2
already.
defense
Fuck
too,
outta
in the
here.
league.
Exactly.
So would y'all would have
And they
gave
was
New
number
York
one
a
in the
better
league.
chance against OKC?
You said who?
Nah, hell
Would you
no.
would have gave
Hell
New York
no.
a better chance against OKC?
A better chance?
Yeah.
Nah.
That's what I wanted to see.
Nah.
So you would have gave them a better chance than Indiana, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
What
probably.
about you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Nah.
No.
Just because Carl Anthony
What about
Towns-
you?
But
Would you
what's
have
that question?
gave
problem in that
New York a
series?
better chance than Indiana?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I
'Cause
think they're about. I think they, in my opinion, I think they're about even.
So we about 3-3. Or
If Carl
what
Anthony
did you
Towns
say?
goes crazy,
You would have
he's
so
busting
1,
Chet
2.
But he's not gonna
We
go
about
crazy.
3-3 right here.
Not against OKC.
So y'all know that Indiana
He already did
actually
it.
beat New York.
That's in what regular season.
Okay, look, if
you
Chet,
know what I'm saying?
you said if Cat was to
That's
go
in regular
against Holmgren
season.
right now, he'd have whooped Holmgren's ass because Cat know how to stretch the floor. He's
Yeah,
bigger
definitely.
than bro.
Definitely.
The Cat would have been the X factor.
But the thing
But
is,
Miles know how Miles Turner. He know how to stretch the floor too.
Yeah, but it's
Nah,
not
Sound like we
about-
talking about
Carl Anthony
PlayStation,
But
man.
this
Uh-uh.
is the thing. This is what I'm saying.
Switch
You gotta
to
understand.
PlayStation
OKC
topic.
got more bodies. That's the thing. That the biggest difference would have been the
Indiana
bodies.
go 12 deep.
No,
Stop
but,
that.
but
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Stop that.
Nigga.
It do matter. You
It
just
do
said
matter.
more
It do.
bodies.
It do.
Nigga, they going 12 deep.
As far as
Hey,
big
in the
bodies,
first game,
nigga,
game one,
as
that
far
played a
as big
factor of why they
bodies,
beat
listen,
OKC too.
Listen, El Folio, I'm talking about as far as big bodies, El Jefe. So nigga, sit
I know I'm the
back,
boss.
nigga, and listen.
Yeah,
what
you
I'm
right about
saying,
that.
Not
little-
El Julio.
little puppet.
You El Julio.
little puppet. Nigga, sit back, nigga. I know what I'm talking about, nigga.
Oh wow.
So
I
like
mean,
said-
that's just because
Like I
you got
said-
family from OKC. You
El
want to be riding their
Julio.
nuts,
No,
nigga.
so
You a
what I'm
Clipper
saying-
fan.
And he a Clipper
So
fan.
we don't
what
even
I'm
believe
saying is
nothing
the
you
Knicks-
say.
the Knicks
Because he
have-
a Clipper
Yeah,
fan?
because he a Clipper
The
fan.
Knicks have more big.
Clippers always go
The
against the
matchup
wave.
would have been,
And what happens?
you know what I'm
They
saying,
never
more
win the
better.
chip.
You know
I
what I'm
agree
saying?
with you on that.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, it should be the
I
Clippers,
agree.
as far as I'm
They even.
concerned, not
As far
OKC.
as the Knicks and the Pacers.
So
you know
Only
what I'm
way
saying?
it's gonna be the
Yeah.
Clippers
But like
is
I
on
said, like,
PlayStation.
Fuck
Fuck outta here.
The Pacers
It should have
need
been the
Caruso
Clippers,
on
bro,
their team. If the
not
Pacers had
OKC, as far as
Caruso,
I'm
they might
concerned.
have a shot.
Pritchard
'Cause
need to
I
step
would-
up.
'cause
That's
I-
A Caruso. He need to step up.
Who?
Pritchard.
Boston?
Not Pritchard. What's his name? You know the white boy.
I'm a-
I always call him Pritchard. Huh?
Connell.
McConnell.
Yeah.
He need to step up. I call him Pritchard because they basically the same nigga.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
McConnell,
saying?
yeah.
He needs to
Yeah.
step up. That's what it is. He needs to step up. Because when he was playing against New York, nigga, he was taking niggas to the rack, layup. Now he dribbling for the layup and then dribble all the way around and then pass out.
That's
ball.
because OKC
Got big
hogs
bodies.
the
They
middle.
defense.
But I'm just saying,
Because they what you
he
say
was taking it up
earlier,
against
defense-
Cat.
Defense win
He was
championships.
going up against Cat though. Like, lay up on Cat. Lay up on OG Abanobi or whatever.
Yeah.
He was like, fuck it, I'ma do it. But in this series,
He ain't
he
doing
ain't.
it now.
I'm just saying, he needs to. I don't give a fuck if you get your shot blocked, you get your shit swatted, and all of that.
We got a
you
lot
need
of
to
stuff
go
we
do
need
it.
to do, but do we do it?
I'm going with OKC, but I still
ain't
think
gonna do it.
they're a bunch of overrated bums.
I'm going against the
Just-
wave.
just
I'm
happen to
going.
be
I'm
playing
going
good.
for Indiana.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm
you
going
got-
for
you always
Indiana.
gotta
I'm
do
going with
what you gotta
OKC,
do, brother.
but they don't
for
deserve
sure.
to be there, as far as I'm concerned. But I'm going with them
Who?
because they got a bunch of bums.
Who?
Both these teams. But I'm going with OKC
They all
They got
bums.
the
I'm-
MVP.
because I like to stick with the
They,
West.
all
they
bums.
got the MVP, but they got a bunch of bums.
So the MVP is a bum?
They definitely
Okay,
got the best player in the league.
SGA is not a bum. He's good. He's a good player.
Now we
He's
not
decent.
going to go against that.
'Cause
We
his game is not that
They got
great
the best
either.
player in the league.
He got a sloppy
We know
ass
that.
game too.
We know
No
that.
cap, no
His
cap.
mid-range game is nigga
Man.
Yeah,
second to
cool.
none. Him and
That was-
Kawhi probably got the best mid-range
You
game.
ain't
in the
lying.
league.
Tell him, Juice. Because you a basketball player.
fucking
SGA, yeah, he ain't got no jumper like that. He ain't
Nigga,
shooting like
You
that.
sound crazy.
He
Yeah.
ain't got no jumper like that. He going to
Cut!
the hole.
What is this
Cut.
nigga talking
Yeah,
about,
go to
man?
the next
No,
subject.
nigga,
Jay
his
like
He
that.
doesn't
mid-range
shoot. He
game,
doesn't shoot
nigga.
well. He doesn't shoot well from the three, but
his
he shoots-
mid-range
yeah, his
game
mid-range
is
Bro,
elite,
his
bro.
mid-range is
His
crazy.
mid-range game is elite.
He ain't better.
His mid-range is better than
Like
Kawhi.
He ain't better than Kawhi.
You
I just
laugh at
said
damn lies.
he's second to Kawhi. I just said that.
Okay.
He'll cross a nigga up at that
Okay.
corner of the free throw line, nigga, and it's
So,
cash.
so how can you call him a superstar if he doesn't have an all-around
Because he
game?
won the
A
MVP.
superstar has an all-around game. You
He
can do
won
it all.
the MVP. Anytime
Y'all
a
making
nigga
me
win
choke
the
right now.
He ain't listening.
I don't think
I
you
don't give a
paying.
fuck about no MVP. That don't make me nothing.
I don't think you paying attention to his
Hey, just because he
game.
got good numbers, that don't
But
prove
you're
it
not
to
paying
me.
attention to
You
his
have
game.
to have the superstar has to do it all.
Flossie, the MVP don't mean nothing.
A superstar has to be able to do
The
it all.
MVP don't mean
You got to be
nothing.
able to shoot the three,
Flossie.
mid-range, dunk, take you to the
That
hole,
nigga ain't never won the
fast
MVP.
break. You got to do it all.
How tall do you think he is?
He's 6'5", 6'6".
Okay. So you know he
Come
can do
on.
it all.
He can't.
He yamming on niggas. He crossing niggas up. He shooting threes.
all that.
Mid-range game. And he
Turn
shooting
around.
90% from the free throw line.
What is he? What is he? A 60% three-pointer?
No, nigga, he like 30-something.
No, but yeah, because
Exactly.
Donovan just said his 3-point
Yeah, he
game ain't
Yeah,
that.
he
Right,
like
see?
30-something.
Nigga, that lead,
I'm not impressed.
But if it's the end of the game and he shoot that three, it's going in.
Oh yeah.
I'm not
Yeah, you ain't
impressed.
lying.
It's going in.
He ain't mama, but it's gonna go in.
So
And he was probably what?
Like I said,
He didn't shoot a lot.
Yeah, but I'm just he did.
and everybody
Who?
and everybody talking about, oh, I wouldn't have made that trade. I still would have made that trade. Paul
that
George is
Neesmith?
still better than him.
Who?
Get up out of here.
Somebody
Who?
else, yeah.
PG, Paul
Better than
George.
who?
That's why you
'Cause
own all these barbershops.
We traded Paul George for him.
That's
I
why
know.
you
Still would
own
make
all
that
these
trade
barbershops
today.
instead of being a
I
GM.
still would make that,
That
trade
was a
to this.
terrible trade. That was a terrible
That's why
trade.
you're a
That
barbershop
was
owner
still
and
would
not a
make that trade
GM.
right now.
That was a
I'll
terrible
still
trade.
take PG over him right now.
All right, man. We're going to get to some last words.
Okay. All right.
We're going to get to some last words, man. What the time looking like over there, man? Yeah, we're going to get into some last words. We're going to start with Donovan over here, man.
Yeah, man. Stay blessed, man. Stay out the way, y'all. You know, hey, everybody that's coming to America, man, or that has aspirations to come to America, you feel me? Make sure y'all get y'all paperwork. Make sure y'all come right. You feel me? Because when y'all get here, we will accept y'all with open arms if y'all have it. You feel me? With or without it, but you feel me? We want y'all to stay here too and be able to lead the life y'all want to live. So, you know, if y'all want to come to America, get y'all papers, because y'all see bro in the office tripping. So you feel me? Outside of that, all the immigrants, the illegal immigrants that's facing the obstacles right now, y'all stay out the way, stay blessed, and I'm gonna be praying for y'all, man.
Amen, amen. Tony Touch, last words.
Mine is, I'm gonna keep it very simple. Be safe. Keep your head on a swivel, because they're gonna come snatch you up.
Oh, I can't with you. Unbelievable.
This nigga gonna get us
man.
canceled.
Swivel.
Pay attention to your surroundings. Okay? Be humble and be mindful. Keep your carts inside the house.
Unbelievable.
All right, I'm being a comedian. All right. All right, all jokes
Cold-blooded.
aside, all jokes
Be
aside. Just be
cold-blooded.
safe. Be safe. Be mindful of the other people. And just, you know, I don't want to just speak on that. What's the name? I want to just speak on everything we talked about. The
This ain't the time,
barbershop. Yeah, I am. The barbershop, and, you know, and the new way, the new, get the crumbs out your beard.
Next wave.
The next way. And
Camera
that's
ain't
it.
on me, nigga.
It's about to be on you, so you better get them crumbs out your beard.
I was waiting for you to say be accountable.
I just said it. I just said it. Be accountable. Be accountable what you doing out there. You better, because it's going to come back and get you.
We're going to skip over to Nana Nia. Last words.
But
I don't even have any last words. I
She
just
like
got
me, look.
irritated. I'm sorry. I got super annoyed. Enjoy your summer. That's all.
oh, wow.
Floss Bizzle.
Man, you know, man, I'm praying for everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a real struggle out here right now. Niggas sweat bullets. I'm sweating too, nigga. They be looking at me. Nigga,
You
like,
look, yeah. You look Espanol.
They be looking at me. They be looking at me. Hold on, they.
Your last
Let's
day.
see if he got an accent when we pull this man.
How you doing, sir?
Hey,
Hola.
hey, sir, how are you? Oh, yeah. So don't be stupid.
Keep your old eyes to a minimum.
I know the grind is true. I know the grind is true. Trust and believe. But you know what I'm saying? With that being said, stay focused on your mission and not your condition.
Oh, wow.
Hey, that shit it's perfect for right now too. Damn,
Hey,
that's
man.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Set goals. Hopefully one of them is getting them papers.
Set goal.
Hopefully
Set
one of them
goal.
is getting them papers, player.
Hopefully.
And y'all talk about me being a comedian?
Oh,
Nigga,
wow.
awesome, man.
my
Just
God.
did it
And
killed
achieve
it.
that, huh?
He said set goals, man, and hopefully
Man.
one of those.
Oh,
One of them.
wow.
Nigga like J.A. Joe, knowing is half the battle, nigga. Okay?
You gotta get that shit,
Oh, y'all
man.
killing me right now. Killing me,
Man.
Flossie.
Flat by the pound out on all major streaming platform routines. Don't be stupid, get a bar. That shit's slapping too. I don't know.
This nigga is
Girl,
crazy.
man, I was bumping that shit the other day.
Unbelievable.
What's understood? Pasadena Sean, my nigga, love you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, yes. My last words, man, is say goals and achiever, man.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? You want to get those papers, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Get
I
your
didn't even
paper.
try to be a comedian, but
You
that
say
shit
get
just
your-
came out.
Who started it?
Your ass. You know what I'm saying? But
Go
yeah,
serious
man.
on them, Juice. Go
Be better
serious.
than you was yesterday.
Hold on,
You know
what
what
are
I'm
you doing,
saying?
man?
You
Slow
going
your roll.
last. You going last.
Okay, I
We at
thought.
your new shop and shit. You going last,
Okay,
player.
all right.
Calm your monkey ass down. Okay.
Okay, all right.
You
go
know what I'm
ahead.
And you got
saying?
your papers.
Shit, and you got your papers.
You
So
ain't
in
got
your
nothing to
last
worry
words,
about.
you got to say all of that. You got to say that. You know what I'm
got
saying?
businesses
Fuck it,
and
fuck it.
shit.
I'm Swaggy D.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got
Be
my
about your paper. I got my paper.
Papers.
So be
Right.
yeah,
I
Tell
got
'em
my
what to
paperwork
do.
right over there. I'm gonna put it up like this.
yeah, man. So be better than you was yesterday, man. Just make sure you know you're always counting your blessings. You know what I'm saying? Always doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Sometimes doing the right thing don't always seem like the right thing. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you positive, you know what I'm saying, that always overshadows the negativity that's around you. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't be used by somebody else, then don't be using somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So you always
Amen.
want to be a vessel to get to another vessel because everybody trying to elevate in the game. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, those are my last words, man. And the last words we gonna go through is my boy with the new shop, Swaggy motherfucking D.
I don't ever call him that, but I'll call you that right
Swaggy D.
now.
Man,
It's the show, man.
Man, I got mixed emotions, man, because I'm kind of hurt because of what's going on in LA right now. You know, I'm excited about this new shop and new ventures in life, new wave going to a whole nother level. But I'm also sad because of all the stuff. When I look on the news, I got to see all this stuff going on with immigrants in LA. So I'm kind of saddened by it right now. So I don't feel like it's fair. You know what I mean? They're not treating these people fair, but but on another hand, I feel like people need to. If you're gonna come in this country, you got to do right. Get your citizenship. Don't be out here committing crimes. Be a productive member of society. Don't be out here doing dumb shit, killing,
Like what you said.
scamming, taking advantage of people. Come in this country and do right. Don't come over here with the bullshit.
Selling birds.
You know what I mean? Or else they are going to deport you and send you back to your country. You know what I mean? So, and now and another thing I don't like is that they're targeting schools. They're going to these schools. They're snatching up people from schools. Like, come on, man, y'all
Arresting the kids.
y'all arresting kids at the school, looking at their parents, looking like snatching. Like, come on, man, that's unconstitutional.
I heard they got somebody at a graduation.
Exactly, at the
Are you serious?
graduation.
now they made the graduation. Yeah, the graduation. The parents got up out of there. Told the kids, "I'll see you in a second."
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Get
they're
up
looking
outta
for
here.
at the graduation.
See, that
Like,
ain't
come
cool,
on, man.
man.
That's unconstitutional. Y'all just doing too much now.
Get them when they get home. Why not at the graduation?
Don't get near started. It is.
I don't even
constitutional.
feel safe in my own community.
That's
I
why
got
Neo over
police
there
running up and
irritated.
down the street,
That's
pulling
why
people
they sit
over
on the
left and
couch
right.
with you.
Now I know why it's been hot around here. Police, every time I look up the street, I see somebody pulled over because they working with them too. They working with ICE and got the highway patrol up and down the street, pulling people over. Cut it out. Stop it. Because a lot of you officers are immigrants, come from immigrant families yourselves. So stop it. I don't care what I know it comes from the higher level, but you ain't gotta follow those rules. A lot of y'all are immigrants. Stop it.
No, they gotta follow the
You
rules.
cannot follow those.
That's
You
why
don't have
they
to
get
follow those
deported.
rules. You can ride around here, patrol, and make sure the community is safe.
Community
Not
policing.
over here
Oh,
harassing
you
the
talking about the
people.
police? Oh, yeah.
He wants the community.
Oh, yeah.
police.
Cut it out.
That's what they're doing. Their job.
And I heard, and I was just talking to. I have a police officer he's a Glendale police officer. He said they have a detention center in Glendale for immigrants.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man, y'all doing too much. Cut it out.
Damn, I didn't know that.
You're destroying homes and breaking up families. I'm not with that. No, you're never gonna get me agree with that.
Ended their contract with ICE today.
Yeah, and they did end their contract. They said they're not gonna be a part of it. So I'm gonna thank you, Glendale police officers, the community of Glendale for not doing that. They're not gonna be a part of it. They said we're not gonna hold your detainees no more. We're not being part of it.
Yeah, because
So-
that's all the
Yeah, but
immigrants
they
out
mamas
there
and
are
daddies gonna
rich.
get snatched
Real
up.
quick.
All them niggas
Do you
is
think
rich.
it's because of the money? Like these factions is all about the money. Now,
Say it again.
if I'm saying I'm gonna be a ICE, so y'all can put all these detainees here, right? And I think it's gonna be like maybe 100 or 200, but y'all got 1,000 motherfuckers in here, but y'all still want to pay me the same ways that y'all was. No, nigga, I need more money. Like we thinking that they doing the right thing, but no, nigga. 9 times you said it's about the money, right?
It
Yeah.
is.
All of that shit is all about the money. It's
That's
not
all it's
about
about.
that they doing the right thing. I doubt that.
No.
It's about that nigga
Money.
shit is hitting the fan.
That
and
dollar.
there's more immigrants than they expected to get that dollar amount. Because everything,
Dollar.
any contract you sign has a dollar amount behind it.
You ain't lying.
You know what I'm saying? So once you exceed that contract, you like, well, nigga, we got to go back to the drawing board. And they was like, nah, nigga, you signed it. Like, well, we out. That's what I think. I don't know. I don't know. But that's what I think.
You
I
right.
definitely
You're
think
probably
that.
right.
like you're
You know what I'm
right.
saying? I definitely
Yeah, you
think
probably
that.
right.
Because the police is
Ain't
the
no-
police, nigga. I don't give a fuck what faction they from, nigga. The police is the police. And the bottom line is, nigga, we here to make money. We're gonna arrest y'all niggas to get this money by arresting y'all,
Make those
send y'all to
quotas.
jail, get that money,
those
and to
quotas.
get the quotas and all that.
Yeah.
That's where it is. You know what I'm saying? But
From highway patrol,
They
all
don't
of
got to
them.
be out here doing all what they still gonna get paid at the end of the day. They ain't got to be out here making all these certain arrests to get paid.
they gonna get paid,
They
but
on
it's
a
the
sal-
higher ups
they
that
on a-
make that decision.
They on a set salary, so you ain't got to be out here harassing people, pulling up people left and right for what?
Nigga,
If
they
I- if
want
I'm
to
a
be a
police-
sergeant. They
if-
want to be a detective.
You think
they
if I'm a
wanna
police
be in
officer,
homicide.
if
Nigga,
I'm-
they got different ranks. It's not just you. You want to be a cop. You don't go to the police academy just to say I want to be a cop. Like nigga, I don't want to just pull niggas over and give
You
them
wanna
tickets
go up
all
in
day.
rank.
I want to be a detective. I
Yeah.
want to retire a sergeant. I want to retire a corporal. That's what it's about. So it's about making your legacy in that game. Whether anything you think of, basketball, you want to be the best. Cop, you want to be the best so you can be at the top
Barber,
of the
too.
game. Barber, you want to be the best. You want to be out here, nigga, doing lectures and seminars, nigga. You want to be on the boat in Tahiti showing niggas how to do a proper fade, nigga, with a comb and a razor. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just do this beat cop shit. They want to be the best. And as far as the money goes, it's not a beat cop that's gonna say, oh yeah, we don't want to do the contract. No, nigga, it's the nigga that's sitting behind the desk like, yeah, that money ain't right. I don't get my bonus this year because of that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta feed
my
these
client
niggas
told me
more.
he said he don't want to be a sergeant, none of that.
That's him.
He's okay with being a patrol
He
officer.
that's
lying.
him.
That nigga lying
He
to
told
you.
me he's content with being that.
He lying to you.
He said it's too much politics with it. He not with it.
But whether he's lying or not, Juice,
Okay.
that's
I asked
him.
him. I asked him my personal. I cut his hair a couple
Am I
days
correct?
ago.
That's him.
Yeah, you can't
He told me,
can't
said,
judge
I'm
every
not doing
Glendale
that.
cop on your cop friend that come in here and get a fade.
Yeah.
Because
And
every
he was
cop is
and
not
he was
like
a
him.
Pasadena purdy, but he left Pasadena because there's too much politics going on in Pasadena. So he said he left and went to Glendale.
Well, Pasadena
'Cause
police,
they on that
they
bullshit
going
out
through
here.
some bullshit because they've been trying to they tried to sexual assault
They
the
want
one
you to be a
girl
part
and
of the
all that.
gang.
Yeah, you know, but yeah,
77.
we almost done with this shit, man.
Yeah.
We got the last words, man. Like I said, man, this is episode 179. This is episode 6 for the new
Episode what?
episode 6, but we on episode 179.
This
You know what I'm
episode
saying?
6 with him.
Yeah, episode
okay.
6 with him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, New Wave Shop Talk, man. And you know, we out of here, man. Thank you, Elon, once again.
Thanks.
Yeah. And we out of here, man. Peace.